Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Baldr Sky, Dive 1. I just came back from meeting with my friend. I was supposed to meet up with my friend on Tuesday, but I woke up really late on Tuesday. So I still went to the gym, but it was like way too late. His break at his work is already done, right? So I had to reschedule meeting up with him right now on Friday. I came back about 4:30, but I was also ordering some food. So I was waiting for that and also doing some chores at the time while waiting for it. So here I am at 5:30. It is a bit later than when I usually record an episode. So this will be a bit late when it comes to the uploading. But yeah. Let me just do the last episode recap before we start, shall we? Because the last episode was actually quite like exciting, you can say. So in the last episode we started chapter 10. We were seeing like a couple of, or not a couple of, but like, you know, just some like downtime between all of the action that we've been having so far. So we saw just a peaceful life in Midspire. But of course, we also see that Rain was being a bit, I wouldn't say mysterious. It was kind of easy to tell that she was doing something behind our backs, and she wanted to do something without us knowing. So when she tried to kill Anon by herself, I kind of already figured that that was the reason she met up with Anon in the first place. What I am curious though is the fact that it seems that Anon knew both us and also Rain. Rain, it seems he wants to make Rain talk to her dad so that maybe they would, I don't know, like collaborate maybe. But it's kind of interesting that he knows about me. But yeah. We also saw a lot of the flashbacks about Sora, and then a flashback about Rain, I suppose. And then lastly, we had to save Rain, right? Because she was being held captured since Gilbert was working for Anon. As an anonymous mercenary, of course. And yeah, the whole like fighting sequence at the end to save Rain was pretty intense. And I do enjoy it, but at the same time, in real life, I feel like I feel like when you try to be cool, like what Ko was trying to do in that in the scene, it wouldn't end as happily as it did in the story, you know, in real life. But yeah, here we are, having saved Rain, and thank the Lord we didn't get into an H scene. So exactly after that scene, let's see what's gonna happen now. We leave Anon's room and Rain re-downloads her clothes. God damn it! Okay, it hasn't been happening in a while, but my controller actually double tapped there. There we go. She makes a stern face. Her cold eyes are concealing intense emotion. These are the eyes of an assassin she's shown before. I know she's my partner, but it actually gives me chills. Outside the structure, we chase after Anon. The obese man shakes. I can see it even from this distance. Rain threw a knife next to his legs. See, what I don't get is that, is killing Anon really gonna do anything? Aren't we trying to extract information from Anon? It feels like Rain, when she was, whatever she was doing on the previous episode, it was the fact that she was going to kill Anon, right? So I'm kind of confused about why she tried to instantly kill him instead of, you know, just make him unconscious and then kidnap him. It's now stuck in the surface. It was only a few centimeters off from his fat ass. Rain then aims her gun at and approaches him.
一人でこそこそ脱出か？かわいそうに部下に見捨てられましたか？それとも部下を見捨てて脱出ですか？
I didn't press that, I swear to God. I don't know what's going on. This controller is so sensitive. Also, at the end of the last episode, Gilbert kinda ran away, and it seems that he was approaching his limit or something. I don't know if that was like a feature or not a feature, I guess. A downside of him being a designer child, or maybe it was something else.
わしは別に。
先ほどはお世話になりました。ここでお会いできて心から嬉しく思います。
Rain forms the fakest smile possible, and Anon becomes as pale as a sheet of paper.
あれはジルベルトが勝手に。わしは何もしておらん。レイン君、分かっているだろう。
分かっているのは、あなたが言っている限り、周囲の身が安全じゃないことだけです。
Rain pulls out the silver knife from the ground and points it at Anon's chin. His eyes open so wide you'd think they'd burst, and then he clings to my waist.
助けてくれ。頼む。彼女は君の忠実な部下なんだろう。
だったらドレクスラー機関と市長の会見、ついでにドミニオンの絡みを話していただけますか。
Okay, she's doing so now, but I don't know. Maybe it was trying to be more. I don't know. I guess the scene just wants to make it more impactful. Yeah, if you see Rain as an assassin rather than her just trying to kidnap Anon. Because what she's doing right now actually does make sense.
諦めなさい。
Rain kicks Anon right in the groin. With his eyes wide, the mayor collapses, and Rain stomps on his crotch with her heel.
これでしばらくは不埒な対応はできないでしょう。
さて次はどうする？どこかに連行して尋問でもするか？
いや、専門家が代わりにやってくれそうです。
Rain looks up with a slightly gloomy expression.
専門家って。
Suddenly, hundreds of lights materialize in the virtual sky.
こちら東郷軍対 AI 対策班。この領域に仮想特別法277条 B 項の規定に基づく制圧任務を遂行します。
So, Goat is supposedly part of the GU army, right? Are they like the specialized squad? I know that Rain's dad is what do you call it? Like someone higher up in the GU army? Like, I don't know what you call like an army man, really. I'm not really familiar with their names and such and their ranks. That's a familiar message. The lights become simulacrums and descend upon the CDF structure while keeping a perfect formation. It feels like stars are falling. Both Rain and I are enchanted by the sight.
ゴートも市長を狙っていたのか？
そのようですね。自力で居場所を探し出したのか、はたまた我々がつけられていたのか。
No idea, but we got the address from Masa, so he might have also leaked it to Goat. I feel my shoulder turn limp. The way Rain's sighing makes it clear that she feels something similar. As if Rain just realized something, large tears well up in her eyes.
どうしたのでしょう。変ですね。今頃になってどうして。
Rain tries her hardest to smile. She can barely talk, and the tears aren't stopping.
すみません。私が勝手にしたことで自分のせいなのに。
I mean, I talked about this in like the Patreon post I did for the previous episode. But she would have been pretty cool if she actually wasn't a damsel in distress at the end there and she did kill Anon. But of course, she did become a damsel at the end. I personally feel like it's a lot cooler if a heroine actually does something without our input. But I also understand the feeling of, you know, wanting the main character to be cool, right? I personally don't really care whether a main character is cool or not. Since, you know, I would prefer other people to be cooler on their own than having to be saved by the MC. I can understand why she's crying. I felt Rain's pain back then as if it was my own.
俺を巻き込まないためにと思ってずいぶん無茶をやったんだな。
すみません。ごめんなさい。
And yes, my teeth is still kind of hurting, so that's why I was eating porridge when I was with my friend. And I ordered takoyaki again because even though porridge is good, I actually like takoyaki a lot more than porridge.
謝らないでくれ。もう我慢しなくていい。素直に言ってくれていいんだ。
That's why I embrace her shoulders and whisper into her ears.
我慢などしておりません。私は注意に救っていただいて、だからそれで幸せなはずで。
泣いてくれていいのに。レインが泣けないのは俺が頼りなくて守らなきゃいけないって思ってるからだろ。
いえ、注意はもう十分に。今日だって本当はあなたに
I mean, I think she's the one that actually feels useless right now, Carol. Rain clings to me and starts crying. I embrace her and gently caress her head. Thanks to this deadly situation, I've come to understand a few things. Thinking or feeling something is never enough. Your body and even your life can be used for someone else's sake. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that she kinda wanted to blow herself up. If we failed to save her, I guess. Though I'm still not sure whether or not we can actually fail that mission. I feel like we just crossed long winding roads and finally reached each other.
門倉こう注意。君たちのリアルボディは捕獲した。おとなしく投降してもらえるかね。
We're in mid-spire, right? So they already know where we are.
わかった。降伏する。ついでにアナン市長の電子体を引き渡したい。
わかった。リアルボディは当方で捜索する。ではこれよりアボートをかけるぞ。
ああ、抵抗はしない。なるべく優しくお願いするよ。
I put my hand on Rain's cheek and looked directly into her eyes.
レイン、ありがとう。誰よりも俺は君を信じる。
注意。
Our lips touch. Embracing each other, we're torn away from cyberspace. So is she also here too? At least, you know, in the physical world. And there goes the last chapter. Or not the last chapter, but chapter 10. I'm in a dream again, looking at a familiar sight. A heavy sigh. In the school I'm going to, I'm always alone, and I just wait for time to go by. Everything I see is always cold and quiet. Even the blue sky and the greenery all around me makes me think of sad things. That's why I often find myself coming to the chapel. When I was here, no one would blame me for being alone. I get lost in thought. A world without others makes me feel like I'm encased in ice, but it's beautiful in its own right. All alone, I watch this world, feeling like it will never end when...
みーけ。また来てたんだ。
A cheerful voice breaks into the cold world.
こんにちは、みなずきさん。
It feels as if her smile and voice are enough to change this world. Fill it with warmth and light.
空でいいよ。今日もあったかで、とってもいいお天気だね。
It feels like ever since I met her, the ice encasing my world is melting day by day. Oh, what would I give to be able to smile like her? But I know better than anyone that I'm incapable of that.
ねえねえ、あなた、例の男の子、もう声はかけてる？
Oh, this is after the stupid flashback of about how she was asking us out in a tournament. I feel my heart skip a beat.
いえ、私は遠くから見ているだけで幸せで、とても声を
Or maybe not, I don't know.
話とかしてみたくないの？あなたなら大抵の男の子は喜んで話に乗ってきてくれると思うけど。無理ですよ。そんなお話をするなんて想像するだけでめまいが。
Blood rushes to my head, making it hard to see and hear.
本当に好きなんだね、その男の子のこと。羨ましい。私もそんな気分味わってみたいな。
So she likes us from what? Like love at first sight or something?
そうでしょうか。正直辛くて切ないです。
Or maybe it's actually not us, we'll see, I suppose. My eyes heat up a little and tears fill my vision.
でもさ、そこまで好きになっちゃうなんてよっぽど素敵な男の子なんだね。ええ、男らしくてたくましくて、なのに顔立ちはちょっと優しくて、何より憂いを帯びた目が綺麗で。
As I express my feelings, my heart seems to grow restless. But
そっか、そんなに素敵な人なんだ。はい、だと思います。そのはずです。
I'm slightly losing confidence.
私もよくわからないんです。本当は知らなくて、彼のこと。
My courage is all gone.
だからきっとこんな感じの人なんじゃないかなと私想像してて。
I guess she just saw my looks and, you know, made up whatever fits her own agenda when it comes to the personality.
そっか。そういえば遠くから見てるだけで幸せって言ってたもんね。あ、いえ、でもただの思い込みじゃなくて確信してるんです私。だけど自分自身ほとんど面識のない人、なぜここまで気にしてしまうのか。
I don't know. I've never felt that.
知らない人のことを好きになってしまうなんておかしくありませんか？
Yes? Even I think it's strange, and yet...
いいえ、全然おかしくなんかない。
Yeah, that's because you got a few screws loose up there, Sora. She says that with absolute confidence.
そうでしょうか。そうだよ。だってそれ一目惚れってやつでしょ。
Which I also don't believe.
一目惚れですか。それにわからないから好きになった相手のことをもっと知りたいって思うんだよ。ねえ、それって自然な気持ちでしょ。
She's right. I want to know him and her.
おい、アキラ、いつまで居眠りしているんだ？
An unpleasant, hoarse voice resounds through the unwelcoming gray room. This is Mitspar's jail. Rain and I were captured by Goten.
さっさと顔を洗って死んだよ整えろ。ぼやぼやするな。急げ。
いや
Listening to the jailer's crude voice, I rushed to start the morning routine. I feel like I had a weird dream just now, but thanks to the intense awakening, I don't remember any of it. Friend, huh? I assume this is talking about
お
rain.
はよう、注意。昨日はよく眠れましたかな？
After breakfast, I'm taken to the sweatbox, where I face a sour-looking detective. How many times have I been here now? I'm actually starting to get used to the boring shit we do here.
それで昨日に続き、この件について確認しますが、
I have no idea how many times I've been asked these questions by now. I mechanically answer everything, not telling a single lie. I even mention Anon, Drexler, and even Dominion. And yet, the detective in charge of the questioning doesn't look impressed. It's as if the matter I was putting my life on the line for was actually trivial to him. That's what his expression tells me anyway.
で、注意。何か質問はありますか？
アナン市長は今どうしているんですか？
取り調べの最中ですよ。注意の告発した件に関しては、ほぼ自供が得られていますが。
He answers indifferently, without a change in his expression.
じゃあアナンは刑事告発されるんですね。
まあ、そうなりますかね。
He is being vague, but it's enough to make me relax. If the anti-Anon CDF subfaction does its job, Anon's as good as the throne. I noticed that the detective is looking at me with a doubtful expression while arranging the documents.
もう一つ聞いていいですか？
霧島レイン少尉のことですか？
はい。レインもまだ取り調べを受けているのでしょうか？
Probably not.
その件に関して注意に面会したい御人がいるようで。
He stands up and heads to the door.
俺に面会ですか？どこの誰が？
The dad?
さあ、どうぞお入りください。こっちの取り調べは終わりましたから。
He ignores my question and opens the door, letting someone in. He has a generic green text though. A man enters the room. A GU army officer's uniform, a grim face, a tough-looking body. It's a man about as old as my dad. I feel like I've seen him before somewhere.
門倉公注意だったな。
はい、そうでありますが。
私は統合軍対人工知能対策班長官霧島勲少将だ。
So he's the head of GOAT. The sudden appearance of such a big shot makes me tense. Okay, the head of GOAT. Also, I can't ignore the fact that he has Rain's last name.
君はレインと共にずっと行動していたようだな。
You only noticed this now? Jesus. You guys definitely heard that. But at least not that loud anymore with this microphone. I really don't understand people who like modify their bikes to sound like a fucking jet engine, dude. Like, what's the point of that? Other than just making other people annoyed.
はい。霧島レイン少尉なら私の部下でありますが。
レインは私の一人娘だ。
So the bad feeling I just had turns out to be right. I did hear that he is a GU officer, but I didn't expect him to be the director of GOAT himself. Would the old me have let Rain stay by my side if I knew that? Still looking grim, he's staring at my face as if evaluating me. I do my hardest to look back at him so I don't come off as rude. I don't feel guilty about anything, so there's no reason to look away. But I remember that Rain didn't think highly of him, so I feel like I might end up glaring at him. The door suddenly opens up, and a woman in a military uniform walks in.
レイン
Without thinking about it, I stand up so quickly that my chair almost drops to the floor.
霧島少尉、勝手な行動は慎んでくれ。
She's still being called second lieutenant. So does that mean that she also has, you know, a position in the GU army? As Rain tries to force herself inside the room, the detective from before stops her.
すみません。でも注意が心配で。
After regaining some of her cool, she notices the other man here. His presence surprises her.
久しぶりだな、レイン。
I feel like this voice is also familiar. Is this Kotomine from, you know, Fate Stay Night?
久しぶりだな、レイン。
Might be.
お父様。
And now we have a father-daughter conversation.
元気そうで何よりだ。
I really gotta take a look at some of the voice actors in this game. So this guy, and then who else? Not Chinatsu, Naoki. Yeah, those two are definitely very familiar in my ears.
はい。お父様こそ。
The girls, not so much, surprisingly. With Rain still at the entrance, they have an indifferent formal exchange. They haven't seen each other in a long time, but they don't even smile, let alone hug. They don't even argue. Instead, they simply stare at each other with cold eyes. The heavy silence makes me understand just how distant they are.
親不孝者が全く心配させおって。
私の身を心配していてくださったのですか。
当たり前だ。お前は私の娘なのだぞ。
Is that because she wants, or he wants her to... I don't know. I mean, he can always make another daughter, right? In the flashback, or not the flashback, but Rain kind of told us that they weren't really getting along either, like the parents.
それは嬉しいことですね。 私がお父様の顔に泥を塗るのを心配していらっしゃるのかと思っていました。
So yeah, it's not as though he was kind of thinking that this was the like physical manifestation of his love with his late wife. I don't think he thinks of Rain as that way. So yeah, maybe that's what he's thinking, Rain.
今さら何を言うか。それを言うならすでに私の顔は泥まみれだ。
He makes a good point too. He speaks while concealing immense anger. If something goes really wrong, this might turn physical.
傭兵暮らしですっかりとすれてしまったようだな。レイ、
強くな
Oh, sorry about that now.
おっしゃってください。
お前には強くなんぞなってほしくなかった。だがどれだけ泥にまみれようとも今さら他人同士になれるわけでもない。
I mean, sometimes in family disputes, people do get disowned, to be fair. But, you know, family bonds are pretty tough. Blood is thicker than water,
た
right?
とえどうなろうがお前は私の娘だ。お前に何かあれば亡くなったお前の母さんに申し訳が立たないからな。
Do you really love her mom, though?
よく言えたものですね。
Yeah, or is he saying that just to hit it where it hurts Rain? Her voice is hiding an intense emotion. There's a sure anger coloring her poker face.
ああ、私は何も恥じることなく公言できる。母さんについてやましいことなどないのだからな。
Director Sao looks right back at his daughter. Like father, like daughter, huh? She must have inherited her toughness from him.
失礼ですが、長官殿、私はこの場にいてよろしいのでしょうか。
Yeah, that's true. This feels like a spat that I'm not supposed to hear.
すまない注意。君と話すべきだと思っていたが、その前にまず娘と二人で話す必要があったようだ。
いや、
しばらく娘を借りるぞ刑事。話を終えた後は無論 CDF の流儀通りに扱ってくれて構わん。
了解です。
Still not showing any emotion, the detective leads me out of the room. As I leave, I hear them continue to argue.
おはよう、門倉。
おはよ
I rub my eyes and go through the door to find someone unexpected.
おはよう、門倉こうくん。
う。ああ、おはよう。お前用があるとかで先に寮出てなかったか？
それはもう片付いちゃって。気持ち無沙汰だからあなたを待っててあげようかなと思って。
I feel like this game has a central heroine, which is Sora. And usually I don't really mind games that have a central heroine, but I don't really like Sora, so it is kind of bothering me.
そりゃどうも。
What's up with her today? It's not like her to wait for me with a full smile. Am I still asleep?
おはようございます。
She's accompanied by Makoto, who also left early because of some business. She seems a bit sleepy though.
姉妹揃って何か企んでいたりしないよな。
そんなことないわよ。せっかく美人姉妹が出迎えてあげているんだから、もっと素直に喜べばどうなの？お姉ちゃん。なんて怒鳴っちゃってごめんね。さあ、早く教室に行かないと遅刻しちゃうよ。
いや、授業には余裕で間に合う時間なんだけど。
I say that and open my shoe locker.
あれ？
Inside, I find a cubic something covered in a napkin.
キャー、すごいじゃない子。お弁当の差し入れなんてきっと女の子からじゃないかしら。
あのさ、これ弁当なのか？
How does she know? All I see so far is a weird package, and Sora's not even looking at it.
いやいや、あなたにもちゃんと慕ってくれる人がいたのね。いやいや、本当によかったね。
I guess she's trying to wingman Rain.
どこから突っ込んでほしいんだ？
What's she planning? To kill me with a poisoned lunch? No, Makoto's involved too. That can't be it.
おはよう、みんな。
As I try to read her intentions, Aki belatedly arrives at school.
あ、アキ先輩、聞いてください。こうってば靴箱に弁当なんか差し入れられちゃって。きっとこれって女の子からの好意の印ですよね。
She really needs longer skirt or whatever you call that uniform thing, that one piece.
そうよかったねこう
どうも。じゃあまた昼休みに。
I change my footwear and head to class.
ちょっと待った
Suddenly, I'm grabbed and pulled back.
なんだよ。授業に遅れたら大変じゃなかったのか？
その前にそのお弁当食べてみたら生ものだったら早い方がいいしまだ温かいしどうせ朝ごはんも食べてないんだし
Oh, that's very forceful. She really wants me to eat it. I don't mind, but...
何が悲しくて朝からこんな場所で早弁せにはならんのだ。
Yeah, true enough.
美味しければ時間や場所は関係ないでしょ
We're in front of a shoe locker.
第一、誰が差し入れたのかわからない弁当なんか食べられるか？
I would still eat it, though. If it tastes good, I'd eat it. That means saving on lunch money.
美味しければ誰が作ろうが関係ないでしょ私お腹空いてるだいたいこうあなたにはこの弁当に込められた愛のオーラが見えないの
No.
私お腹が
オーラはあいにく見えないけど生温かな弁当に靴箱の匂いが染み込んでいるのはわかる。
Yeah, that's also true.
確かにちょっと匂いが染みてそうしかしでも美しきオーラの輝きは上履きの悪臭なんかで怪我せやしない
悪かったな、上履きが臭くて。一体お前は何を企んで？どうしたの、アキネ？
オーラの正体はオルゴンエネルギー
What is Orgon?
とにかく食べなさいよあなた何も考えないちょっとつ盲信の男らしさが誇りというか憧れじゃなかったの
やだ。
じゃあ私が食べる
Sure.
ダメです先輩こんな誰が差し入れたのかわからない靴の匂いのお弁当なんか
お前、俺に何か恨みでもあるのか？
ちょっとあるかなでもこれはそれとは全く関係なくてお願いだから見るだけでもね
She's now pleading me with tears in her eyes.
お前な、いい加減に。
God, I hate busybodies. If she is trying to wingman Rain, this is a bit way more, this is way too overbearing. I suddenly feel like I'm watching Ku cry. This is so unfair. I'm weak against crying women, and she looks just like Ku. I'm kind of weak against people crying too, but I don't console them. I leave them.
仕方がないな。
I give up and open it.
これは
ほら見なさいなんて美味しそうなお弁当ってなんじゃこりゃ
The inside of the box is full of something that has neither the color nor the shape of food.
素敵異星人感覚抜群
I mean, she did say she didn't go to bridal training, so this probably is Rain's cooking.
こりゃ壮絶というか機械というか。
言葉を選んであげなさいよ斬新とか奇抜とか奇想天外とかとってもユニークなお弁当だわデザインは HRP だ
Who's that?
これやっぱ弁当じゃないんじゃないか。
どこからどう見てもお弁当肉体の目じゃなく心の目で見ればいいのよ
心の目ね。
ええ私には見えるわこれはあなたをした女の子が手を傷だらけにして頑張った苦心の策に違いないわ
I appreciate the, image of someone trying hard to make me some lunch, but if it's not edible, I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Sora folds her hands, closes her eyes, and looks like she's having a religious experience. Her hands have band-aids here and there. Did she make it? But she was actually surprised when she saw it. But knowing her, she could easily be surprised by her own work. Is it you? Makoto's just covering her face, not saying a thing.
騙されたと思ってせめて一口ほらこの多分元はナスだった塊とかカエルの卵に似ちゃった何かとか
わかったわかった。騙されてやるからその前に毒味じゃなくて味見してくれないか？
Sora grimaces and stands still for a few seconds.
喜んでなんで美味しそうなんだろう
Despite that, Sora grabs her chopsticks with shaking hands.
無理しなくていいぞ。
ほら、箸でつまむと中からと
It
ろ
can't be Makoto. Makoto actually knows how to
わけわ
cook.
かんないものがにじんでる。
So yeah, this is most likely rain.
じゃあ食べるからちゃんと見届けてちょうだいね。
おい、もういいから、もうやめろ。お前の度胸と根性は認めているから。
Oh man, she actually went and threw the weird thing in her mouth.
おい、大丈夫か。
美味しい。
え？
それが本当に美味しいの。てっきりエイリアンの内臓みたいな味を覚悟してたのに。
Oh, so it's actually edible. Wait, Sora's reaction is more important. So it really wasn't her who made it? As I think, Makoto tucks on my clothes.
大丈夫。
Is it really her? Why did she make it into something that looks weird? She knows how to cook, I know, because we saw her cook with Nanoha. I see. I think I now have a good guess about who it is. That's why I gather my courage and take a bite of the unidentifiable meat.
先輩。
I do my hardest to start chewing it. The moment I do, I feel a surprisingly normal taste spread in my mouth.
見た目を全く考慮しなければ味はまあまあかな。
I mean, I would probably try to smell the food first before I try eating it. If it actually does smell delicious, usually it's at least going to be edible. But, I don't know, maybe looking at that, I probably wouldn't even want to try smelling it. All tension leaves her face. Man, what an innocent girl. She makes me want to pat her head.
ありがとう。でも靴箱なんかに入れないで直接手渡してくれればよかったのに。この味付け、誠ちゃんだよね。なんとなくそんな気がするんだけど。誠ちゃんは俺に嘘を言わないはずだ。
Makoto lightly bows her head and I silently continue patting her. So Sora was so desperate because she wanted me to eat her sister's lunch. And the awful appearance is due to Sora trying to help out, I think. I'm a bit envious. It's a charming sisterly love. The way it manifests is a bit weird though.
まこちゃん。え？これってあなたが下駄箱に入れたの？
あれ？
嘘！どうして？それならそうとせめてお姉ちゃんに一言相談を。
Huh?
お姉ちゃん。
Makoto opens her mouth to say something, but then falls silent with a perplexed smile.
お姉ちゃん。あ、ちょっと、まこちゃん。
She doesn't know about it? Makoto takes Sora's hand and they both run off somewhere.
おーい。
What was that scene? That was weird. Left alone, I just stand in place in confusion, holding the worst looking lunch ever.
終わった？こう。
Oh yeah, she's here with me.
うん、おそらくは。
お腹すいた。それ食べていい？
Sure.
いいけど、食べてるところはお願いだから見せないでね。
うん。
I hand the box with the alien to my second cousin, who gladly takes it. Okay. What a weird flashback.
大きいな。
うるせえな。
I raise my body, tired from all the repeated questioning. Already morning, huh? There's no clock here, and I can't connect to the net, so I can't tell how much time has passed.
やろ。
Hey, at least this looks like a pretty, you know, like a clean jail room, Ko. Before I can even put my clothes on, the jailer opens the door. Kinda pissed, I walk out to the hallway. I enter the sweatbox, and instead of the usual stone-faced detective, I see someone unexpected.
おはよう門倉中。
長官殿、おはようございます。
I panic, and my body automatically salutes him. Looks like even if I forgot the army training, my body hasn't.
昨日は申し訳なかった。かけたまえ、中。
いえ。
I mean, army training? I don't think we were part of the army. Didn't we just instantly go into the mercenary? So it's just the two of us this time, huh?
今の君のことは娘の口からも少し聞かせてもらった。一つ確認してもよいかね。
はい、長官殿。
君の父親は門倉英二大佐だな。
はい、そうでありますが。
The unexpected question makes me fall silent.
そうか。君の顔立ちにはお母さんの面影が感じられる。
Okay, you know my family then.
長官は母を知っておられるのですか？
Or this could be a trick.
君の両親とは昔軍の研究施設で一緒だった。
For a moment, he looks really distant. I don't know what he's thinking, but it doesn't feel like he's just reminiscing.
まだ君が生まれる前の話だ。その話は何か聞いたことがあるかね。
母と父が研究施設で出会ったとだけ聞いていますが、詳しいことは何も。
I mean, yeah, I also don't really know how my mom met my dad.
関心なことだ。英二は未だ軍旗を守っているようだな。
I see, so it's actually top secret?
今にして思えば、あの計画こそがつまずきの石だ。あの計画で立案されたものは皆有害なものばかりだ。
Is that how she got cyber brain syndrome or whatever you call it? It feels like it's not me he's talking to. He even changes the subject before I can say anything back.
君はドレクスラー機関の残党を追っていたそうだな。学友たちを殺された仇討ちかね。
Friends they killed. He can only be talking about Assembler's outflow and Great Christmas.
わかりません。私は追う過程で記憶を失ってしまいましたので。
そうらしいな。その状態でよくぞアナンを追い詰めたものだ。
I mean, I didn't do anything. Masa was the one that found his address. And Rain was the one that actually went to him first. I'm just like the Ooga Booga killing everything with a simulacrum guy. I'd say it's all thanks to Rain, but it's better to keep that to myself.
さすが英二の息子とでも言うべきところかな。
恐縮です。
I don't like being compared to my dad, but there's nothing to gain from saying that. Also, shouldn't he be telling me off for dragging his little girl around? The fact that he's not saying anything about Rain is a bit concerning.
アナンはあれからどうなったのですか？
Director Isao nods, and as though that was a signal, Anon's hologram appears before me.
だから何度も言っているだろう。わしも連中に騙された被害者だと。
アナンは仮想に交流中。これは取り調べの際の記録データ。
I guess they still can't find his real body? I didn't hear the interrogator.
それで彼らはあなたに黙って違法なの製品を密造していたわけですね。
ああ、わしの部下から報告があった。そこで CDF のものを差し向けたのだが、施設は爆破されておって。
Oh, that was the bombing thing at the first chapter.
ドレクスラー機関アセンブラの再開発を行っていなかった。
そんなもん知らんわ。さまさま、リアルのプラントもバーチャルのデータベースも破壊されておるんだろ。
ええ、見事なまでに木っ端みじんです。まるで何者かが証拠隠滅を図ったかのよう。しかし変ですね。あなたの過去の職歴を鑑みるに、ドレクスラー機関のような超エリートに単なる違法なの製品を作らせていただけとは考えにくい。
うるさい！わしはもう何も喋らんぞ。弁護士だ。弁護士を呼んでくれ。
He's definitely a dumb, person. Why would he ask Drexler to make something for him? He's probably a pawn of someone else. Director Isao just looks at Anon's hologram without even changing his expression.
ドレクスラー機関はアセンブラ開発に失敗した。重大な事故を起こし、彼らの権威は失墜した。だが皮肉なものだ。この事件をきっかけとして、ドレクスラー機関を世界の裏側へと引き込み、懐にしまい込もうとする者たちが絶えない。
I mean, even though it was a failure, it could still be used as some sort of nuke or something, right? It can be still used as a bioweapon. So, when it comes to the destructive force, it is still pretty useful. He looks at the monitor on the wall, which is displaying the world map colored based on prevalent ideologies.
君も軍人なら知っているだろうが、今の世界は統一こそされてはいるが、決して平和でも安定した状況でもない。
Yeah, pretty much just like the real world.
世界の統一は統合軍が守っている。統合軍が自治州国有の軍隊を解体することで、やっと成し遂げられた世界統一だ。が、それを覆そうとする者たちは多い。旧軍残党、反統一系の武装勢力、民主主義の政治組織、さらには一部超多国籍企業の私兵部隊。
Okay, I actually was scared there because he was saying something, but the text wasn't going, so I thought it was gonna be another crash, so I'm gonna save my game.
優秀な科学者は貴重な戦略物質なのだ。ドイツの敗戦、ソビエトの崩壊、アメリカの分裂。
You know, what year are we at anyway in this game? I actually don't know what year this is at, yeah. Yeah, we actually don't know, huh? America splitting? What did America split to?
大国が崩壊するたびに科学者たちは流出し、かつての敵国を新たな雇い主としてきたものだ。
His face is bitter. It feels like he doesn't trust scientists at all.
そして涼しろし、今や諸勢力の工作員がうごめくるつぼと化してしまった。
No, I don't think this is Kotomine Kirei from Fate. This must be someone else. Sounds similar though.
君の父親の部隊は市内に潜伏を続けている。
フェンリルも何者かに雇われドレクスラー機関を狙っているのでしょうか。
エイジは君に何か話したかね。
いえ。
He sighs and shakes his head.
おそらく狙いは君の推測通りなのだろうな。だろうか。まったくなんと近視眼的なことなのか。我々だけが対極的に物事を見ている。
You sure about that?
今回の我々の行動も統合の統一と平和のためには不可欠な行動だったのだ。
なんだと
Anon's recording suddenly raises his voice.
わしの体が盗まれた。
あなたの
I'm
自
sorry about
宅
that.
を調べましたが、実態は見つかっておりません。蛍光用のコンソールごと実態は何者かに連れ去られたようですね。
I guess that's why he's still in cyberspace right now.
あいつらだ。ドミニオンだ。あ
ドミニオンがどうかしたのですか？
ゴートは何をやっとるんだ。早くドミニオンを壊滅させんか。おい君、頼む。早くわしの実態を取り戻してくれ。
So the mayor's avatar is still in cyberspace, and now he can't go back to reality. Oh, it's so weird the fact that we can't just log out. It's so weird to me, yeah. Without an anchor, we should be able to log out anywhere, right? If he logs out, couldn't he just, like, use his own body? Like, what's the point of even, like, making this guy still alive? I find that quite weird. If they were trying to silence him, you'd just, like, kill the guy and, you know, he'd probably already be dead in cyberspace too. I don't know. I don't know how it works, as I said in this game. Can you die in real life and then, as I said, if your chip is still intact, can you still be alive in cyberspace? The game doesn't really tell you the limits of the capabilities of the equipment and technology yet. I recall Dominion's father Gregory saying that they were chasing Anon. Do they intend to gain control of him by kidnapping his body?
アナンの電子体は言った通り、ミッドスパイアの CDF 留置所で拘束中だが、実態は目下捜索中だ。
Following those words, the hologram vanishes.
状況は以上だ。質問はあるかね、注意。
いえ、
There are lots of things I'd like to know, but I'm no investigator. Just hearing the current situation is enough.
しかし長官、他の容疑者の取り調べの様子を私が見てもよかったのでしょうか。
That's also
私自身
true.
も留置されている身なのですが。
Unless he wants me to do something for him.
そのような疑問は無意味だな。ゴートにはゴートの流儀がある。CDF とは違う。
Huh. The sprite in the bottom left is changing, but the sprite on the top isn't. I think that's a first. In the end, Director Asao didn't ask about Rain even once. I was taken back to my cell. Not having anything better to do, I just closed my eyes.
おい、また寝坊か？さっさと起きろ。
Hours of nothing but the tension of the sweatbox and the boredom of the cell repeat over and over. I'm aware that only a few days have passed, but it feels like I've been here for months. Hey, at least you're not doing anything strenuous to your body.
取り調べの時間だ。
Like the old jail would probably make you do some physical labor and shit. The monotony here dulls my mind, making it hard for me to think about complex things. And yet, it doesn't look like it will end anytime soon. I feel like Ko is really lacking in discipline, that's why his mind is kinda getting dull. In a peaceful place like this, I feel it's actually a very nice nice thing to... it's a nice like atmosphere to meditate. I'd probably meditate if I don't have anything to do. I go to the sweatbox as usual, but this time, instead of the stone-faced detective, I find a Jew soldier.
おはよう、シュウ。
He's with Goat. Was I handed over to the GU or something?
これにサインしたね。
As I turn tense, he hands me some documents. I look them over and...
保釈ですか？
ああ、君の親族が保証人となり、とんでもない額の保証金を納付してくれたそうだ。
Huh. My dad? He's about the only one, or maybe it might be my aunt. It must be Aunt Sarah. Looks like I owe her even more now.
本来、君の罪状ならば保釈など許されないのだがね。正規の軍事行為、不正アクセス、エトセトラ、エトセトラ。
俺は起訴されるのでしょうか？
まだわからん。が、君が義憤を抱き、不正と命をかけて戦ったことに、個人的には敬意を払いたい。
I guess.
しかも取り調べに際しても協力的だった。その誠意に東郷軍を代表して感謝するよ。
It's weird that a soldier is like, you know, like being so positive about what I did.
恐縮です。
あとは我々に任せておとなしくしていたまえ。すでに議会への捜査は始まり、ドミニオンに対する掃討作戦も開始された。これで鈴代市議会の反統合的行動が明らかになれば、君に対する情状酌量もありえなくはないだろう。
The man smiles and sticks out his hand at me. I don't know what will happen now, but at least I'm free. I take his hand and shake it.
一つ質問があるのですが、私の部下はどうなりましたか？
霧島レイン少尉のことだね。彼女なら昨夜釈放されている。君を表で待っているはずだ。早く行ってあげたまえ。
Oh, it's weird that that soldier is being kind to me. I leave the CDF building, stretch myself, and take a deep breath.
これがシャバに出られた感覚ってやつかな。
I mutter that and look around for Rain. There are tons of soldiers here too. They're armed, making this place look like it's actually occupied. I turn to the voice and see Rain run up to me, her golden hair trailing behind her.
レイン！
Seeing her run to me with her arms stretched out gives me a strong urge to embrace her. But instead, I...
まったく、お互い無事に出られてよかった。あのまま生き別れになるんじゃないかとヒヤヒヤしていたよ。
Why am I saying something so boring?
私も結局父の世話になってしまいました。
Is this gonna be one of those endings where, you know, nothing is actually getting resolved? She nods gloomily because it feels like, you know, something is happening, like, in the, in the outside space that we don't have jurisdiction anymore. You know? It feels like our story is done because we just don't have any more leads.
こんな時は自己嫌悪を感じてしまいます。所詮は甘ったれた箱入り娘に過ぎないと。
Don't feel that way. He's your father no matter how much you fight, is what I want to say, but it probably wouldn't be much help.
しかしこれからどうするか。アナンも捕まってしまったしな。結局俺は過去の自分が何をしようとしていたのか何も分かっちゃいない。ただ事実を追いかけるばかりで、もっと自分で考えて動けるようにならないとな。
今はここからは出られません。なるべくトラブルを起こさないようにしませんと。
ま、今は牢屋から出られただけでも幸せだ。
そうですね。
行こう。
I extend my hand to her and she gently grasps it. When the outside of the Mitspire gains an orange tint, we return to the Kirishima residence.
またここに帰ってきたな。
ええ、帰ってこられましたね。
I look around the room.
さすがに端末は押収されてしまったようですね。
残念だったな。お母さんの形見だったのに。
いえ、亡くなってほっとしました。自分では捨てられなかったでしょうから。それに、これは残してくれたようですから。
Rain takes a vase with the white carnation and smiles.
さすがに元気をなくしているな。
それでも枯れずに残っていてくれたんですね。
I hold the vase too and take a good look at the flower. I see Rain's face beyond the blooming plant and our hands touch. Her eyes are wet, and we both just look at each other.
愛しています。最後にあなたと結ばれたかった。
Didn't really have to show the CG of her with the slime, though. When Rain was attacked by Gilbert and Anon, I definitely hurt her mind. And if that's the truth, then I want to embrace her. The urge grows stronger, as does my heartbeat. I feel like screaming. The feeling erupts from my body. Did I like go straight for her mouth? Next thing I know, I'm pushing her down in the sofa and passionately kissing her. Okay, guess we're gonna fuck her right now. Alright. I mean, she kinda doesn't want to though. She meekly struggles, but I continue regardless. If she loves me, then I want to respond to her feelings as best as I can. Does it really have to have to involve, like, you know, forced sex though, Ko? Rain's face is flushed and her skin is slightly sweaty. What do you mean you don't care about that? You can get out of Mitspire first at least, Ko. As we kiss, I push against her. Her legs open slightly and her skin slides up, exposing her thighs. I'll probably voice act the 8 scene, at least to see just how it is. If there's any, like, story bits that are in the 8 scene. Because, you know, sometimes, depending on the game, the 8 scene can be, part of the story, right? But if it's just, like, smut, I'm probably gonna start not voice acting it and just, you know, like, leave it for people on Patreon to enjoy. Whatever they want, the fuck they want to do with it. But yeah, if there's actually some story to it, I'll probably voice act it. It's kind of a shame that back when I was let's playing Subahibi back in the day, I wasn't really voice acting those scenes, because it would have been like one of the craziest like 8 scenes I voice acted for sure. Rain's breaths grow hot and her chest heaves. The clothes covering her breasts are almost undone. I want to touch them. With that thought in mind, I reach for them and... What am I doing? I come back to my senses. I stop my ragged breathing and look up. I see the room's window, reflecting a man who pathetically gave in to momentary urges and lost all self-control. Is this me? I actually remind myself of Anon. With teary eyes, Rain bears the situation. Her face is all red with agitation. Her mouth is shaking. Her body is stiff. And she's clearly scared. Okay. They're actually addressing Ko's like crazy, forced, kind of rapey like demeanor. Thank you. Because that was weird. Did I actually make her scared?
すまない。いきなり悪かった。
I move myself away, and the lust from before quickly fades.
私こそごめんなさい、注意。
You're crazy if you actually have to say sorry for that. She also gets up, sighs, and fixes her messy hair.
そんな謝らないでくれよ。
I don't think she refused just because of the listening devices. Also, I just forced myself on her.
注意。私は注意の部下であり、それ以上でも以下でもありません。
She whispers that as if to convince herself.
そうだよな。
What am I even thinking? We were nothing but officer and subordinate for years before I lost my memory.
いえ、ですから、今謝るべきは私です。上官に求められて体を差し出せないなんて。
That's abuse of power, Rain? In the real world, you're probably gonna go to jail for that? What? What? She says that as if truly regretting what happened. Or didn't. Well, for soldiers, sleeping together isn't unusual. Many probably go at momentary relationships. I recall Rain saying something like that. But did I actually use my authority to make her do sexual things with me? If that's the case, I can never forgive myself.
ただ、コウさん、一つだけ信じていただきたいのです。
Rain loosens the part of the uniform covering her breasts and starts undoing the buttons.
私の好みは注意一人に捧げたものですから。
So we're still doing it anyway? Oh my god. You're not supposed to reward what the fuck I was doing. I was clearly a rapist. With the shirt out of the way, I can see her bra.
それだけは信じてほしいのです。
I feel like this actually makes the H scene kind of sad. What the hell? She takes out the pendant she was hiding and buttons her shirt again. Oh.
そのペンダントだけど。
Okay, okay. I'm like, what the hell? Are we actually gonna have an H scene after she said all that?
はい。
自決用のプログラムを渡したのって俺なのか？
いえ、ペンダントそのものは注意にいただいたものですが。
I did? I guess that means that she was important to me back then too. At least that's what I want to believe.
自決用のプログラムを封入したのは私自身です。分かってください。女が戦場を駆け回るにはそれなりの覚悟が必要です。本当は誰に何をされても笑い飛ばせる強さがあればいいのですが、あいにく私はそこまで豪気ではありません。
I mean, even a guy can't do that, Rain. They have a false sense of bravado, right? That's what you call it.
そんな強さある方が不思議だよ。
I can't find anything better to say. After saying that, I cover my forehead with my fingers and hang my head. I don't want her to die, but I find it hard to tell her to live on after having both her heart and body defiled. I feel like I saw too much in the virtual battlefield to say that. Suddenly, someone knocks on the door. Pretty hard, too.
おい、こう、いるんだろ？
Masa?
もう。
安心しろ、俺一人だ。出所祝いも持参してるぞ。
I kinda don't believe you for some reason, Masa.
すまん、邪魔をしちまったみたいだな。
He looks around and gives me a grin like he knows what was going on here.
いや、気にするな。それよりよくこの家の場所が分かったな。
I mean, he already knew we were in Midspire.
あのな、俺は一応 CDF の刑事なんだぞ。
He grimaces a bit. The happen to be makes it feel like he's not too confident in himself in regards to his job.
ほら、今時貴重な本当の日本酒だ。もともとは誰か偉い人の持ち物だったらしいけどな。
Huh, so he's actually here, or just because he's happy that we're out? Okay. I actually thought he was gonna bring like someone else to kidnap us or something ridiculous.
だったらおつまみを用意します。お弁当のおかずの残り物しかありませんが。
いや、奥さん、お構いなく。おつまみもちゃんと用意しておきましたから。
誰が奥さんだ。まったく、お前って本当に変わってないな。
楽しい夜になりそうですね。
Rain casually walks off to the kitchen.
ミッドスパイアまで来るのも久々だが、俺はしばらく近所に滞在することになりそうかな。
With us?
上層部の大半が更迭されて、CDF も今や実質統合軍の使いっ走りだ。
管轄が変わったのか、マサ。
いや、俺たちの部署は単に人手不足で呼ばれただけだ。ま、おかげで出世ができそうなんだがな。
しかし、アナンが逮捕されてから随分急にことが進んでいるな。まるであらかじめ準備していたみたい。
That's true.
準備していたんじゃないか。結局 CDF としてはアナンに対してほとんど何もできちゃいないんだが、ゴートはアナンが馬脚を表すのを手ぐすね引いて待ってたんじゃないかって気がするよ。
Director Isao's face comes to mind. The fact that Anon also hired Gilbert, though, means that it was actually him that killed Yoniuchi. Kind of anticlimactic, don't you think? I actually thought it was a ploy of the anti-AI doing that themselves so that they could, you know, they could force the blame on Anon, but no, turns out it was Anon. Did he really have something that Anon doesn't want the people to know then?
我々だけが対極的に物事を見ている。今回の我々の行動も統合の統一と平和のためには不可欠な行動だったのだ。
Fucking Naruto flashbacks, dude. We saw this 5 minutes ago. How does dissolving the council and basically occupying the city connect to the peace and unity he mentioned?
と、固い話はこれぐらいにして、そろそろ祝杯といかないか。
祝杯ってまだ保釈されただけなんだけどな。
And so, we each down our glasses and talk late into the night. Next thing I know, it's 5 in the morning.
もうこんな時間かよ。
Man, Masa really is a bro, huh? I actually thought that at some point he was gonna turn on us. I'm not gonna lie, even though I do like Masa, I don't know, maybe I'm just that sort of person where I can't really trust someone 100%.
ミッドスパイアの中もちゃんと紫色の薄明かりになるんだな。
I look outside. Ours is the only residence that still has lights on. Looking at the silent layered city makes me somewhat sentimental.
静かだな、ここは。
ああ、ちゃんと夜になればみんなおとなしく寝てるんだろうさ。
下もそうなら、お前の仕事ももっと楽になるんだろうな。
He'd be out of a job, you mean?
ああ、違いない。
The conversation ends. I listen to the silence and hear light, regular breathing. Rain's lying on the sofa, sleeping soundly.
奥さん、ベッドで寝ないと風邪を。
いいから寝かせておいてあげてくれ、マサ。
Looking at her like this hurts my heart a bit. I feel like all I do is cause her pain and hardship. I hope she can at least have some peace and sleep.
だったら毛布でも持ってきてやれ。それで、ついでに俺の分も頼む。
ああ、わかってるよ。
I go deeper into residence and get 3 blankets. I return to find Masa staring at Rain intently.
人の彼女に手を出すほど落ちぶれちゃいないが。まったく、落ちぶれたくなる逸材だよな。
やめてくれ。お前に手を出されたら勝ち目がない。
とか言いつつ、俺はお前に負けっぱなしなんだけどな。
そりゃ一体何の話だ？それって女絡みの話なんだよな。
気にすんな相棒。 ああ、俺の嫁もこれくらい美人なら。
So, are you like still single, Masa? Or are you already married, or...
お前結婚したのか？
まあな。
Who's your wife? I can't see his face, but I can tell that he's making a wry grin.
お前も早くレインと結ばれろ。いつまでも戦争なんかしてないで、家を持ってガキを作れよ。
I don't know, Masa. Maybe that's not what I want. Maybe I don't want other people's, like form of happiness.
なんだ、まだやるべきことでもあるのか？
アナンはもう捕まった。ゴートがいるならもう無茶をする必要はないさ。だけどこのままじゃ納得できない。ドレクスラーやドミニオン、あいつらと以前の俺の関わりが今の俺を呼んでいるような気がするんだ。
I still don't know what the previous me was trying to do. But I know that I don't want to go back to a normal life without even knowing what it was. It feels like all the days I spent with Rain would be in vain if I didn't.
最近ミッドスパイアのアイスをドミニオンの巫女ってのが突破したらしくてな。
He says that as if talking to himself, then throws me a glance.
今も謎の信号が監視をすり抜けて行き来しているらしいんだ。
ミッドスパイアに侵入者が？
まあな、担当の連中は相当頭に来ているぜ。なんせアイスが動作した形跡がないらしい。
それってまさか。
Makoto's face comes to mind. Makoto used to be able to slip through ice, or more like she just ignored it. So ice is like the defensive walls that happen, right? Basically like Windows Defender, I guess. I recall her saying that she doesn't even see it. I mean, I kind of already figured that she was the priestess because of the, purple text color. Does the Minion also have someone with similar abilities? No, it's probably her.
そうか。聞かせてくれてありがとう、マサ。
Masa slaps me on the shoulder.
あまり妙な行動はするなよ。俺はお前を逮捕するなんてごめんだからな。
He yawns and prepares the blanket.
そういえばこう、起きてからの予定は？
いや、特に決めていないけど。
そりゃちょうどいい。ちょっと頼まれてほしいことがあるんだ。
Wow, this is a peaceful chapter, yeah. I guess the chapter called Friend should be peaceful, huh?
捜索の須藤だ。後ろの2人は参考人。事情聴取のために連行してきた。
The next morning, Masa let me and Rain to CDF's HQ. Two young detectives, probably Masa's subordinates, come out and stand next to me and Rain.
よそ見をするな。まっすぐ歩け。
Rain looks at me with worry. I wipe my sweat and go inside. Masa takes us to a room full of seating-type consoles. Is this a command room? After noticing us enter, a few people inside the room look at us.
よし。お前らはもう下がっていいぞ。
The two detectives accompanying us take their leave. What's going on? What are we gonna do here? The people inside look at us as if evaluating us. Soon enough, they surround us as if preparing to torture us in some way.
ああ、この人がマサさんの親友ですか。じゃあそっちの綺麗な女の人はマサさんと友達で終わった女性とか。
Why is this place so happy-go-lucky? What the fuck?
バーガ、彼女はこいつの彼女だよ。
Suddenly, they speak up with voices so cheerful they don't seem to belong.
おい、マサ。
すまんすまん。いや、ああでもしないとお前たちをここまで入れてもらえないんでな。
Rain and I sigh in relief. Masa told us to just do as he said and follow him here. Bastard actually had me scared. He's all smiles and his people are all welcoming us like they're happy we came.
さて、俺の個人的な客、内緒のゲストだから、くれぐれも2人の名前やら何やらを詳しく詮索しないように。わかったな。
Maybe in another route, Masa is actually an enemy of ours. I'm not gonna let this peaceful atmosphere fool me, Masa.
わかりました。よろしくお願いしますね。お二人とも。
We might be happy-go-lucky right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean in the other routes you're gonna be my friend. Man, they're all so carefree. It makes me feel kind of grim and conflicted. What if I met them on the battlefield? I might end up having to shoot them.
で、頼み事っていうのはだな。
He slaps my shoulder.
こいつらに趣味クラムの手ほどきをしてやってくれないか？こいつら実践経験が浅すぎてな。
Wait, what about you?
おいおい、俺は部外者だぞ。
いいからいいから。あ、それともリミッターありの趣味クラム戦なんてバカバカしくてやってられないか？
私たちからもお願いします。
俺なん
Oh,
て
sorry about that.
人に手ほどきするほどの腕前じゃ。
マサさんが持ち上げるってことは相当な腕前のはずですよ。そんな方と手合わせをするなんてめったにない機会ですから。
Let me save my game again. It's been a while since we saved. Yeah, half an hour, boys. I see that Masa's people think highly of his skill. He was into simulacrums from his school days, so maybe this is only normal.
ま、そういうことだ。相手をしてやってくれよ。な。
I mean, I guess he thinks that we actually are better than him.
わかったよ。ただし、あくまでリミッターありの模擬戦だぞ。
I sit down at one of the consoles and connect the neurojack. Man, you know, my fucked up brain actually is thinking that Masa is gonna disable the limiter and then make us kill these guys. That's like so fucked up though, but it would be an interesting development, don't you think? Adds weapon data to the setup menu. View combat records with each weapon. I don't really care about that. Battle axe can be developed. Rifle can be developed. Alright. Scatter beam. That's definitely my kind of thing, I think. I got 689. So the dual submachine gun turns into a rifle and a shotgun. Can be used at long distance, but deals more damage and can pierce the target's defense the closer you are to them. Fires off a high-speed round, which can pierce through targets. Holding the attack button down, fire off multiple rounds. Do I still need the submachine gun? Oh my god, the scatter beam is so expensive. I still need to use the spread bomb quite a lot. The spread bomb is, yeah, it's something that I actually use quite often. The hand grenade can turn into, oh, the landmine. I really hate Gilbert because he actually uses those things, and I don't really see them sometimes when I'm like just running away, so they piss me off. Body blow, I can probably change into something else here. Charges, the charge distance is short. Speed of its execution prevents enemies from evading it. Sounds pretty nice. We'll knock them into the air slightly upon connecting. Staple of many martial art styles. I'll buy this. Wait, oh, we can actually take a look at them first before we do that. Okay. Oh, that actually is so good with my wire one. If I do that and then I wire drag them, I can instantly make them combo, right? Oh, this is actually not too bad. So instead of me trying to wire them, which sometimes miss, I can just go like melee to them, do this, and then I can wire drag them, and then continue the combo. I think that's actually better than what I... Well, rather than this one. The straight punch is whatever. Uppercut usage 300. The reason why I'm doing this is because body blow and I believe low kick is already like maxed out when it comes to the levels. So I don't think it's beneficial for me to keep using them. A kick with the intent of sweeping the enemy off their feet will knock ground enemies down upon contact. While those in the air will be knocked away. Okay. Sliding kick. I don't really want multiple of those. Jumping knee. I think the spin kick is probably the best one. I'll purchase this. You can't upgrade it into anything else. Interesting. The beam sword, I still haven't maxed it out, I believe. And this one needs more wire drag. An upward axe thrust will knock down enemies high into the air while also bringing them slightly closer to you. Interesting. Okay. Let me change my equipment. So this is already maxed out. Oh, the beam sword is maxed out. Oh, the body blow isn't. Wow. Interesting. Okay, I gotta change it then. Low kick is gonna be changed. Probably into a spin kick. The beam sword, I guess, is the uppercut. So the uppercut is X on my thing. So X, and then I can do the other combo. It kind of sucks that I don't have the beam sword. The beam sword is actually pretty damn good. But this probably is better. And I don't know if I want the Assault Bardish or the Resonance Blade. The Resonance Blade is 400 damage. This one is 150. 550. The nice thing about this one is that it's also very AoE. So I think I'm gonna keep the Assault Bardish. Let's take a look at the plugins. There was a new one. I don't remember what it was. I don't really care about ally position. Recover health upon defeating an enemy proportional to their strength. I feel like that's kind of OP. So I kind of don't really want that too much. Boost dash, blah blah blah, save and load. Track name, don't really care about that. Okay, that's about it. Okay. Okay, let's dive. Alright, I'm gonna go melee. And then uppercut, and then do the wire drag, and then I'm gonna do all the other, like, skill. I appear in CDF's virtual training ground. The plain, undecorated place is kind of nostalgic. It feels like I'm back home.
お待たせしました。よーし、早速訓練を始めるぞ。状況設定はホットドガーの傭兵が発狂して街中で銃撃。お前らの任務は袋にして武装を解除することだ。え、1対1じゃないんですか？バカ。俺たちは武芸者じゃないんだぞ。正々堂々と勝負してどうするよ。
Yeah, that's true.
構わないよ。その方が俺的にも訓練になってちょうどいいからな。
I crack a smile. It's been too long since I got to enjoy such a game-like battle. Gonna save my game. Also, my ability to control my simulacrum is like the only thing I'm good at. The one thing I can consider a talent. Situations like this make me excited.
わかりました。じゃあ遠慮なく行きますよ。
当たり前だ。遠慮なんかするな。こいつは学園生の頃から修羅場をかいくぐってきたホットドガー中のホットドガーだ。ああ、そういうことだ。おい。
Okay. Oh man, I messed up. I messed up. I thought that I was gonna do... Why didn't I not do the uppercut first there? That's weird. Is it because I was moving? Ah, damn it. This combo is not doing work. They have a lot of health though. Yeah, this combo is not doing work because the uppercut actually fucks me up. Oh my goodness. These guys are tanky as shit. Yeah, the uppercut is not doing its work, guys. I thought it was gonna do work, but it's not doing as good of a job as I thought it would. Yeah, that also is not doing a good work, that thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, anything that actually knocks people down, I feel like that's actually bad for me. What the hell? Man, this combo sucks. Yeah, this combo sucks, guys. Yeah, because it knocks it down. I can't do the shot. At least I'm gonna kill you, bitch. This thing's called a Seiron. Wait, it's not dead? Okay, it's dead. I'm like, what the hell? What is that? Oh, that's an HP thing. Jeez, this combo is not good. This combo is very bad. Okay, the spread bomb is maxed out at least. I gotta change the spin kick, I suppose. The uppercut, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Boosted kick.
参りました。
ごめん。手加減すればよかったな。
よーし、お前ら全員殉職だ。2階級特進ご苦労さん。
もう一度。
Are we gonna fight you now, Masa?
ならば、代わりに私がお相手します。昼夜戻って休んでいてください。
You're a support, though.
いいのかじゃなくて、少尉。
ええ、私も肩慣らしをしておきたいので。
Okay.
じゃあ、ここはお言葉に甘えて、戻って茶でも飲んでいるか？
ああ。
I actually thought we were gonna go one-on-one with Masa. After logging out, I have a breather at the console, and Masa brings me a paper cup with coffee inside.
まあ飲め。出がらしだが、一応本物のコーヒーだ。
ああ、サンキュー。
Refreshing my dry throat with the hot and bitter liquid, I look at the monitor here. It's the playing the training ground and how Rain's basically throwing Masa's people around.
参りました。
隙が大きすぎます。無理にコンボを入れようとしているから簡単に出花をくじかれるのです。
I mean, yeah, but you kind of have to do combos though, otherwise you're not really gonna do damage, just like what I was doing, Rain.
Yeah.
They slowly get up, but before they finish, Rain trips them up again.
1秒も油断してはなりません。実戦ならもう1セットコンボが決まっていました。
可愛い顔して厳しいな、彼女。
あれでも手加減しているよ。
Rain's specialty is mid-battle confusion and trickery using various devices. I don't think even I could win against her if she went all out on me.
しかし、動きが予想以上に鈍いな、うちの連中。支給されたままの機体じゃあんなもんか。
カスタマイズしていないのか？
ああ、勝手にいじると上がうるさくてな。
Why?
それに CDF の機体は戦闘力よりも生存能力の高さを優先している。
Okay.
たとえ戦闘不能になっても電子体状態で生き残る可能性は高い。
Okay.
けれど代わりに機体の追従性能がどうしても低くなっちまうのさ。
いかにも警察仕様だな。ある意味災難だとは思うが、でもそれより連動の方を心配した方がいいんじゃないか。部外者の俺が言うのもなんだけど、趣味クラブで戦闘活動に参加するにはちょっとな。
当たり前だ。そんな訓練ろくに受けていないからな。
Masa heaves a sigh.
同じ CDF でも俺たちは警察部隊所属だ。本当はこんな兵隊みたいな役割はお門違いだからな。
I mean, I guess that's true.
もともとドミニオンやらナの密造業者の相手は専業のネット戦闘部隊の両分だ。
Virtual battle squad? And why aren't they doing anything now?
その戦闘部隊の中核は議会が雇った PMC に委託されていた。
I see.
議員たちの思惑次第で仮想の実動部隊はどうにでも動かせる状態になっていた
Wait, a virtual battle squad? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? It's a virtual battle squad? So no one's even manning it? It's manned by an AI, and the AI is being controlled by the people in the council? What? That's so stupid.
それで市長の陰謀もドミニオンの暗躍も今まで追及のメスが入らなかったわけか。
ああ。だから今までは捜査の過程で仮想には深入りできず、相手に手を出せずに悔しい思いをすることも多かったが。
Okay, I'm trying to basically try to piece together the factions. I thought that the CDF was kind of like the defense force, but in this game it's actually just like the normal police. And then the army is like a, goat and the Geo army.
それが今じゃ俺たち畑違いの人間まで使ってドミニオン狩りの大号令だ。
お前らもう実戦に駆り出されているのか？
いや、まあ時間の問題だ。今はとっ捕まえたアナンの電子隊の警備で済んでいるけどな。すぐにでも駆り出されそうな塩梅だ。このところの戦闘と統合軍の粛清のおかげで戦闘部隊はほぼ壊滅状態でな。
そうか。
You did say they didn't have many people.
戻ってこられた。死ぬかと思ったぜ。
The room suddenly becomes noisy. Masa's people have returned to their real bodies.
汗を流してすっきりしました。
Rain comes back too. The hint of her sweat in the air is actually kind of pleasant.
お疲れさん、少尉。
可能な限り生き残る術を伝えてきました。少なくとも不用意に接近して昆布を食らったりしないように。
そうか。
So she taught them how to survive. I guess she noticed how poorly trained they were and went for the best option.
お二人ともありがとうございました。それでは私たちは市長の警備に戻ります。
元市長だ。よし、みんな解散。
I feel like the atmosphere in this place is still a bit too relaxed though. Once they're gone, Masa leads us out to the hallway.
さあ、礼と言っちゃなんだが、飯でもおごらせてくれ。
そんな、なんだか申し訳ないです。
それに今から飯と言われてもな。昨日夜通し飲みながらいろいろつまんでたからな。昼飯は抜いてもいいくらいだ。
Okay, gonna save my game, Ko.
なるほど。昼は食わずに、夜は奥さんの手料理をたっぷりってか。
おいおい、よしてくれよ、その奥さんはさ。
とにかく何でもいいんだ。外に出て軽く休憩がてら落ち着こうぜ。こう、どこに行きたい？何でも好みを言えよ。とまあ、そんなこんなで今に至るわけですよ。
Is he talking about the past?
清州出身のサラサラロングの女の子だぜ。
そうだったんですか。
Oh, he's talking about his wife. Masa talks about he came to know his wife, presenting it in a comical fashion. It probably has nothing to do with his work, but he's as bold as ever.
あいつも当時は小生意気でやたらと突っ張ってて可愛げのない女と思ってたんだけど。おいこう、聞いてるのか？
ああ。
マサさんの奥さん、明るくて楽しい方みたいですね。
ってお前、もう少し食いつけよ。人がせっかく自慢をしようとしてるのに。
It doesn't seem like that when you kind of like downplay her like that though. Our conversation is broken by a heated voice coming from a large monitor.
治安は回復されます。統合軍の来訪により都市外周部の人々はカルト教団や犯罪組織から解放され、新たな時代を。
The screen is displaying a GU soldier responsible for maintaining the peace. Like always, it shows no dead bodies or fights. The surrounding citizens start to talk about it.
あのろくでなしの外庶民どものために税金を浪費するなぞ。ソドムは焼き払われるべきなんじゃ。
I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, citizen.
とはいえ、カルト撲滅は歓迎すべきことですしな。これでやっと我が氏の汚名も晴らされることに。
They're really happy about the Geo occupation, even though they're trampling over the city's sovereignty. Sovereignty? Is that how you say that? Sovereignty? The screen suddenly turns off, along with the voices. The citizens are mildly perplexed. At the same time... Oh, what the? Oh, this must be the, like, a bypass by the priestess. We look up at the same time. The link to the outside, which was supposed to be blocked by Midspire's walls, suddenly came back. This is something only a second gens who have a strong connection to the internet could notice. The people around us don't seem to be aware. It's not just the ice that was deactivated. The line is saying that there's physical interference. I guess the reason why we're still very relaxed in the atmosphere here is because we are in Midspire, huh? Midspire's outer wall has a large, molten-looking hole in it. The liquid metal is bubbling in a weird manner. Watching the metal twist around like an animal makes me so sick I throw up in my mouth a little. What? It's metal, Ko! It can't be that bad. It probably looks like some sort of slime. Yeah, it is interesting that they would try to attack from the real world. I actually thought the shadow there was actually a silhouette of someone, but no, it's just smoke, I think. Despite that, Masa doesn't look too glad. So that means that this might be a diversion then, Masa. After Rain says this, I look at the screen again. A crowd of people trample the metal mud to flood into the archaeology. Oh, from the people from outside are trying to get in. Wait, what? The battle is going on in the city left many people burned out of their homes. Outside, right? Suzushiro, right? Outside of Midspire, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably the only thing you would kind of dislike about this place. It's the fact that everything is controlled by the government. So you're kind of dumb. Yeah, okay, so this is refugees in Suzushiro. The number of refugees just keeps increasing. They're swarming in like ants. Perfect timing, Father Gregory. I was gonna say like George or something. Oh my god. A sonorous voice resounds throughout the facility, and the people running around the hall suddenly stop. The monitor is now showing a familiar man in religious garb. Did Dominion hack the line? As we gasp in shock, the priest forms a smile and starts talking. Why is he suddenly talking about, you know, like, kinda attacking God? Isn't he supposed to be like, you know, kinda in the sight of God? Oh, okay. He's just trying to, you know, like reinforce his own agenda by talking about, you know, a story from the Bible. He bows and disappears a moment later. That was surprisingly short.
今度は何の騒ぎだ。
待ってろ、今状況を確かめてみる。
Gotta save my game. As Masa goes to check for info, Rain gasps.
ドミニオンがミッドスパイアの管理構造体に侵入している模様。
ネットにも侵入しているのか。
Duh, I think they actually are better at the net than physical attacks.
ゴートの部隊が防衛のために展開を始めています。
She sends me images displaying the minion arriving at the structure and destroying the ice. Goat squads are running out to stop them.
さすがに本職のサポートは話が早いな。
まずいですね。このままではゲートの制御を奪われてしまいます。
ドミニオンは一体何を考えていやがるんだ。難民をミッドスパイアに突入させようとしているのか。
I suppose so.
すでにテロと呼べるレベルのものではありません。
A moment later, I hear heavy footsteps in the hallway. Soldiers in bulletproof vests, armed with machine guns, become a green flood as they run through the tight space. They're probably going in to intercept the refugees trying to flood Midspire.
大丈夫ですよ。威嚇射撃と催涙ガスでボートの大半を鎮圧できます。
Unless one of those guys are also part of the minion and they're gonna kill the refugees.
最悪。戦闘の数人が倒されれば逃げるさ。大虐殺というほどのものにはならない。
I don't like how you're saying that. That's kind of like foreshadowing, Masa. I think that's a flag. But sacrifices are still inevitable, huh? Hard to think that the soft-hearted Masa would grow up to be able to say something that cold. I guess that came with his age, experience, and career. I imagine he's not too happy about the situation, though. As his friend, I'd like to help him deal with the situation.
ないゲートは一つだけなのか。
はい。今ならまだ間に合いそうです。
Raid answers right away. Looks like my partner already has a good grasp of the situation.
もう一つ、おそらくこの状態なら当局の我々を監視するどころではないでしょう。
さすがだな。サポートを選んでる。
どうかいたしました。
Alright, guess we're gonna intercept them.
お前ら、一体何を見つめ合っているんだ。
While chanting, I stare at people out of habit, but that's a secret.
まさ侵入したドミニオンは俺たちが排除する。
俺たちがって。おいおいおい、お前ら立場分かっているだろうな。
ええ。ですから後で問題にならないように偽証できる認証番号を貸してくださいませんか。
二人とも。
Masa sighs, both shocked and moved. He's really perplexed, huh? It brings a smile to my face.
お前の立場は分かっている。だからこの件にお前は関係がない。俺たちが勝手にやることだ。
あのな、俺は刑事なんだぞ。法の番人が「はいそうですか」なんて言えるわけがないだろ。
Sorry about that. If you guys heard that, that was actually me.
何も言わなくてもただ黙って見ていてくれればそれでいい。
こう。
それに俺たちがこういうことを言い出すのはある程度予測していたんじゃないのか。
True enough.
それに関してはノーコメントだ。ついてこい。
I gotta change my combos.
できればこの部屋には二度と来たくなかったけどな。
文句を言うな。ここなら誰の邪魔も入らない。
I push my back against the wall and sit down on the
コ
floor.
ンソールがないのだけが不安だけどな。
では注意。私にシンクロしてください。二人でタイミングを合わせて没入しましょう。
いや、3人だ。
Oh. Masa raises his stern face. I guess he's gonna be my ally in this fight.
3人ってお前も来るつもりなのか。
本来これは俺の仕事だ。それに万が一何かがあった時、俺がそばにいた方が何かと都合がいいに違いない。
Not gonna refute you.
しかしお前実戦の経験はあるのかよ。
あのな、確かに俺は戦争は未経験だが、ギャングとの銃撃戦やらテロ組織への襲撃やら修羅場はいろいろかいくぐっている。
I mean, he's with the police, so at the very least, yeah. I can tell he's determined. He must be driven by a sense of duty for his job. I'm kind of jealous of this friend of mine. I feel like that's something I never had.
わかった。じゃあまたチーム結成だな。
The three of us put our hands together.
女一人に男二人。あの頃が懐かしくなってくるぜ。
こう一点が変わってるけど、あのジャジャ馬より頼りになるよな。
よろしくお願いしますね、マサさん。
Masa leads us into Midspire's management structure. Okay, I gotta change my stuff. What is this? The enemy seat gauge will gradually increase when knocked into the air. Ah, fuck that. No, thank you. I'm done with trying to knock people out in the air and knock them down. It's so not good. I'm just gonna use elbow rush, I guess. The body blow is not done yet, so I think I might change that soon. Yeah, that doesn't knock people down. This also doesn't. So I think I'm just gonna get straight punch. Ooh, straight punch can turn into a lot of things. Spin kick? Spin kick is not good. Jumping knee is also not good, most likely. I'll just take the sliding kick. Oh, this is 400? Oh my god, that's expensive. The beam sword is done. I don't like the axe. There's no way I want to use the axe. The rifle is kinda meh, so I'll just stick with the submachine gun for now. Shotgun is pretty strong though. It's kind of a shame that they don't show you how it looks like when it's far away. The bazooka. Wow, that's 300 damage? No, 200. Missile launcher. Scatter beam. Whoa, what the hell? That's really good for AoE. 2,000? Of course that's gonna be good. Yeah, these ones I definitely do not want to use. Okay. So get rid of uppercut. We don't want uppercut. I'll use straight punch, I guess. Wire drag is still fine. The spread bomb is done. I guess I'll keep using the handgun because it's not 100% yet. It's kind of weak. But I guess it is what it is. The body blow is almost done. It's level 2, but after this it should be done. So I'm not really gonna have a good combo right now, but at the very least I'm not gonna knock people down and make them move outside of my combo, right? At the very least. I'll still try to wire drag and do something. Man, the beam sword is good. I really wish I can still use the beam sword. I mean, I can, but I'm one of those guys that kind of like to be efficient. So I feel like if something is already maxed out, I feel like I should be using another skill so that I can level it up. That's the type of person I am. Following the support's words, the Dominion priest's preaching reaches my ears. One more save, for the heck of it.
バベルの塔とは人が真の知恵に至ろうとする物語である。そして彼は塔を常に崩す。それが彼、人の言う神の限界を示しているのだ。
レイン、この鬱陶しい説教を遮断できないか?
I mean, I don't really believe in the stories in the Bible. I don't think that God was the one that struck it. Maybe it was, you know, just the design that was bad.
可能ですが、ただ広域で流されているので、情報収集に支障が出る可能性があります。
なら、自分で意識して聞かないようにするしかないか。
学園時代の古文の授業を思い出せ。あれに比べれば眠くならない分マシだぜ。
Okay, these guys.
どのみち居眠りはさせてくれそうもないけどな。
貫いて行くぜ。演習通りです。
Ah, man, that I need to do that first. Fuck! He's so funny. Masa's voice is so funny. Rain, get out of here. Man, my team is actually pretty powerful, huh? Man, I'm still knocking them down with something. I don't like that. Am I the one that's knocking them down, or is it a skill from one of my guys? I don't think there's anything in my arsenal that knocks them down. The body blow's done there.
平気っすよ。この調子なら何倍でもいけるって感じで。喜べ。早速おかわりが来たみたいだ。
Damn, there's a lot of these guys. Okay, that combo is kind of weak, huh? Jesus. Man, not having the beam sword really sucks for AoE, huh? Yeah, I guess my circle actually does knock them down. Come over here, you bastard. Is that it? I think that's it.
侵入したドミニオンはゲートの制御を奪おうとしているはずだな。奴らの目当ての場所はわかるか？
I feel like my teammates are kind of strong.
待ってろ。今調べるから。
分かっています。案内しますからついて。
I do like the fact that we have like teammates fighting alongside us though. I don't understand it, but like just having them say something in the background kind of motivates you to do something. It's pretty nice. It's a nice feeling.
分かってるって。あそこの場所は部外秘で。はあ、言いたかないが、本当に優秀で助かるよ。
Wait, what did she say? To control the gate, you know where to go. Okay.
気持ちは察するよ、マサ。
And we're just like ooga boogas, okay, Ko? Let the brains be rain.
ゲートの制御機構に取り付いています。
よし、なんとか間に合いそうだな。おい、そっちの様子はどうなってる？
第2、第3核兵器まで解放。最終核兵器前に暴徒化した難民が詰めかけています。
I hear the refugees alongside the support's voice.
すでに暴徒と化しているな。
I bit my tooth, but it's actually not hurting as much as yesterday, so whew.
お互いの
Nice.
ゲートを死守しなくてはなりません。
急いでください。接近を感知してウイルスの活動が活性化しました。
おまけに増援まで来たみたいだぜ。
ここは私たちに任せて。注意はこの奥にいるウイルス本体を倒してください。
いや、マサをよろしく頼むぞ。
Okay, we're gonna go one-on-one with someone. Or is it just like normal viruses? There's no way, right? What is that? Is that the boss? Looks like Torterra. I don't know if you guys know that. It's like a Pokemon. I finally make it to the control core and find large viruses literally eating away at it.
見つけた。今から排除する。
頼む、こう。リアルじゃ兵隊どもがゲート開放に備えて隊列を構えて待ち構えてるんだ。
I'm gonna save my game, Masa, but sure.
任せておけ。
コウさん、その敵の行動には十分警戒してください。
ヘイ、そっちの戦闘は大丈夫か？
こちらは心配いりません。
sucks.
それより、その大型ウイルスは 存重ですが非常に高く、組み込まれたプログラムロジックを遂行することを最優先に。
I can't listen to what you're saying, Rain.
もっと手短に頼む。
搭載ロジックは2つ。1つはハッキング。
I can't listen to what you're saying, Rain.
所定の第一ロジックを解除。
I'm busy battling, okay? God
その
damn.
ロジックを解除しようとする者に対して周辺を巻き込む規模の自爆を試みる可能性があります。
さっさと倒さないと厄介なことになりそうだな。
Wow. That is not enough to kill it off. It's kind of a shame that I can't, like, force crash finish it. I was that short. I was like 1 bar short.
取り戻しました。
デクの棒が手こずらせやがって。
I meet up with Masa and Rain again.
どうやら間に合ったようですね。
すごいな。こんなデカブツお前一人で倒したのか。
I mean, if I had my usual combo, it would have died pretty quickly, Masa. I don't know whether or not I want to level up these combos, man. The ones that I have kind of suck.
ウドの大木ってやつだ。お前だってその気になれば勝てる相手さ。
I wipe my metallic brow. There's no sweat or anything. It's just a habit for my flesh body. Looks like we prevented both the rider invasion and mass shooting. When you look at how much we helped out some random people, this might just be the most valuable thing we've done so far.
よし、お前ら協力に感謝する。バレないうちに早く離脱を。
Suddenly, I feel like something isn't right.
妙です。
妙って何がだ？
これで終わりだと思えない。陽動作戦まで仕掛けてゲートの制御機構を攻撃したにしてあまりに。
True, it's just one guy.
注意がやはりそう思います。
Something's not right. As I try to find the right words to describe it.
いやし、実は我々も訳あってアナン市長を追っているんでね。
Is that really what they're doing? All this just to try and get Anon? Everything was the diversion to get Anon?
どちらが先にアナン市長を捕まえられるか競争をしようではないか。
What a very elaborate diversion.
おい君、頼む。早くわしの実体を取り戻してくれ。
Rain and I both gasp at the same time and look at each other.
おいおい、何がどうおかしいって言うんだ？頼むから俺にも分かるように説明してくれ。
マサ、市長はどこにいる？
どこにいるって、いくらなんでもそんなことを教えられるわけないだろ。
異常事態なのです。さあ、これを見て座標を教えてください。
Rain projects a 3D map with the structure, and Masa hesitantly points out a certain part of it. Yeah, this is a diversion. The previous attack and the viruses and the gate controls had to be just ways to weaken the defense on the mayor. Blood leaves Masa's face as he starts yelling into the
おい、
line.
聞こえるか？こちらスト、聞こえたら返事をしろ。
どうしたマサ？
あそこにいる部隊は俺の同僚たちだ。さっき警備するって言ってただろ。
I remember the faces I saw back in the command room. Those cheerful guys and girls are gonna be massacred on the battlefield they don't belong to?
サポートにも繋がらない。一体何がどうなってやがるんだ。
I mean, that's just how it is, Ko.
大規模な更新妨害が発生。注意、どうされますか？
決まってるさ。マサ、来い。あいつらを助けに行くぞ。
お、すまん、恩に切る。そう、回線が繋がらない。
Oh, we got a CG of the mech.
まだ何も気づいて嫌がらないのか。
ドミニオンの攻勢が激しくて、それどころの騒ぎじゃないんだろ。
Was that our mech? It looks blue though, but
マサの部下はこの奥だな。
it's not as bulky as Rain, so it must be ours.
気をつけてください。周囲に敵機の反応を複数確認。 Man, Masa's machine gun is way quicker than mine. Okay, that is actually how you do that. There's a lot of these guys.
They're not gonna die, right? I mean, they have an insane amount of HP, so I highly doubt they're gonna die. But you know, it'd be interesting if, say, that if they die, if there's like a what am I trying to say? Like, I can't do this while I'm battling. If there's like a mission where you have to keep them safe, is what I'm trying to say. God damn it, I hate that kick. That kick fucks me up. Oh wow, I can't actually move him with the drag wire. Wait, did Masa do that? Okay, that thing's dead. Not having the beam sword really sucks, guys, I'm not gonna lie. The beam sword is so good. Thank you, Masa. What? Masa, what are you doing? Damn, these guys don't really do a lot of damage, huh? Not having my beam sword sucks, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh. I think this is a 2-kill. Truth beam. There we go. Don't steal my kill. I need to do some 4 crash kills. Yeah, the aura orbs or the HP orbs is really making the game quite easy though. If there was no HP orbs in the game, I feel like the game would be a lot more challenging. Upon seeing us, Masa's people lower their weapons. Is he gonna die? I don't get it. The Anon's body is already kidnapped. Why would they want the avatar? I'm so confused. Masa's subordinate is pointing at a small avatar hatch. We cancel our simulacrums and go inside. At the edge of the small room, there's a round man shaking profusely. There's an anti-log out collar in his neck. I call out to him. He raises his face and looks at me with eyes so wide you think they'd pop out. The obese man clings to me and the reek makes me look away. The reek? Is he smelly? Doesn't make sense to me.
話ならしかるべきところに行ってから。
分かったよ。そこでドミニオンが来るまでじっとしていろ。
We prepared to leave the room.
分かった。話すから見捨てないでくれ。わしとドミニオンはドレクスラ機関の残党を保護して。
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
アセンブラを軍事転用するため再開発させたんじゃ。
Yeah, I kind of also figured that. That was actually what the plant was for. I punched a nun without even realizing it.
いきなり何をする。
知るか。お前自身の胸に聞いてみるんだな。
Hearing the word assembler brought out unpleasant memories I can't put into words, and my fist just moved on its own. Shit, this headache is something else.
なんでわしが殴られなきゃならないんだ。ドミニオンの奴らが勝手にアセンブラをばらまけないように、わしは奴らから鍵を奪ったのだぞ。
Why did you betray them?
鍵だと。
Is that the reason why Dominion is chasing him?
そうだ。アセンブラが悪用されないためにわしはそうしたのだ。だからわしはみんなに感謝されこそすれ、殴られたりする理由があるものか。
No, you're probably doing it to do something else.
注意、落ち着いてください。
それでもドミニオンと共にアセンブラをドレクスラーに再開発させていたのはあんたじゃないのか、アナン元市長。
He just said that himself, and he also used to be the Minister of Defense.
軍事のためのアセンブラを作らせていたのはあんたの方だろう、アナン。
訴えてやる。貴様、門倉注意とか言ったな。二度と傭兵などできんように絶対訴えてやるぞ。
I'll sue you. Reminds me of that line in Persona 5. A moment later, the structure starts to shake. I'm gonna save my game.
ドミニオンの吸収です。
やつら、ここを嗅ぎつけたか。
見つかった。ダメだ、殺される。みんな殺される。
黙ってろ。舌噛んで自殺したいのか。
どうする？しばらく立てこもるか、こ
う。いや、ここに閉じこもっても自利品だ。敵は一人でもさばけそうな数か、レイン。
はい。
俺が迎撃に出る。
我々も援護します。
ダメだ。俺のことはいいから、アナンの面倒を見ておいてくれ。マサ、頼んだぞ。
ああ、分かってる。
I'm going solo this time? I mean, they weren't really doing too much damage anyway. I quickly shift and prepare to fight. Ooh, that's a missile launcher guy. That's a new one. A simulacrum with 2 consort units approaches me.
砲撃専用の非常に火力の高い機体がいます。注意してください。
Yeah, that's a missile guy.
部屋ごとみんなを吹っ飛ばされたらたまらない。か乱した方が良さそうだな。突撃する。
Where is that thing? I want to... Okay. Wow, I jumped straight into it. Oh my god, I can't wiretap it. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't wiretap it. Or wire drag. That thing is doing a lot of damage to me. Oh my god, I'm taking damage. I'm taking damage. Not having my skills here is pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna use the submachine gun, guys. Oh my god. I can't do much here. Okay, give me some HP, please. That gave me HP, right? I think it did. I'm just trying to fill my gauge so that I can kill that thing in one blow, basically. Why am I not doing the sliding kick anymore? I hope there's nothing for me to protect in this area, right? Doesn't seem like it so far. That thing is almost dead. Come on, kill it. There we go. Wow, look at how much damage it's not taking. Oh my god. Man, my melee is sucking dick. Am I really just supposed to use my dual submachine? Can I use... No, I can't. I can't change my item. Oh, there's a countdown for its something there. Is that for its attacks or something? I'm guessing that's for its attacks. There's actually a countdown, but I don't have the melee, guys. That's the problem. I really just don't have the melee capabilities to attack it. Look at the amount of damage I do to it. It's like garbage. This is sad. I really shouldn't have changed my loadout because this is so sad. My melee do no damage to it. I'm just trying to kill it with my, what do you call it, like the force thing. That's if it actually gets up. Oh my god. Please get up. Oh, that thing is blocking it. This is so sad. I can't believe this is how I'm fighting this stupid piece of shit. You guys enjoying the, you know, fun battle here? Oh boy, it's so fun. Ouch, I took damage there. I mean, I'm probably not gonna die. At least I feel like I already know his movements for the most part. As long as I get rid of his, like, get out of his range when he does the missiles, I should be okay. The only thing that can kill me is probably, yeah, that missile right there. Those two missiles. That might be able to kill me if I don't see it coming, because it does quite a bit of damage. God, we are not doing damage to it. And please fill the gauge, for Pete's sake. Fill that gauge, girl. Okay, that scared me. It's not full yet. If this had the 6-minute time limit, I would have been dead a long time ago. Okay, there we go. At least that will do some damage, right? Oh my god. Is he... Oh, there we go. Okay. He's kind of dying now. I guess he has armor for the first, like, bar of his HP. That was so ridiculous. Oh, what? No! What? He has armor again. What happened? I lost my... Did I lose my chance or something? We were doing damage before. And now we're back to doing like 1 damage again. What happened? Oh my goodness. Do I have to like back attack him? Yes, we're overheating, Ko. So, how are you guys liking the gameplay? This is so sad. Dear Lord, this is sad. He's dying, but at what cost? Nope. Man, if only I got the shotgun. I feel like the shotgun would have been a lot more Ooh, what the fuck? Steam! Don't do that! I might die! What the fuck, Steam? Oh my god. For some reason, Steam like all tabbed on me. Fuck. I don't want to die after like spending so much time on this garbage. I kind of see myself like doing 2 damage sometimes because I do think that the damage is probably because I'm attacking his backside. But because my melee sucks dick right now, there's no way I can actually do so. God, that was awful. That was awful. That was so awful.
よし、片付いた。
やあ、周辺に残存する敵影なし。今なら外に出られます。
こうなればここに長居は無用だな。行くぞお前たち。アナンを移送する。
移送ですか。しかし上からの指示もなしに我々はどこに向かえば。
この辺りはエリア自体にアンカーがかかってるから安全かつ逃亡されない場所にアナンを移してムーブするしかないだろう。
とりあえずエリアを移ろう。レイン、どこまで行けばアンカーから逃れられる？
ドミニオンによるジャミングの影響もあって安全としませんが、せいぜい数百仮想メートル、目視による索敵が可能な距離といったところです。
いやあ、まずはアンカー街の手近な構造体に移ろう。
目標となる構造体のシグナル、各機に送ります。
よし、お前ら行くぞ。
Masa's people shift one after the other. One of them is holding a non in his metallic hands.
バカ者、もっと丁寧に扱わんか。落ちたらわしは怪我じゃ済まんのだぞ。
落とすなよ。人がひき肉になるシミュレーションなんか見たくもないからな。
私は見てみたい気もします
ではすまなかった、お嬢さん。あれはジルベルトが勝手にしたことで、わしもまさか、つがあそこまでするとは。
お願いですから、口を開かないでいただけませんか。
Rain's cold tone makes Anon's whole body shake. Whew, okay. We carefully move ahead.
周囲に他の敵はいないか？
はい、現在異常なし。ですが、各種ジャミングのおかげで索敵の精度が下がっています。
Oh my god, what is Steam doing? It keeps opening and closing. Oh my god, is my my PC might be going haywire. I'm gonna save my game. Ooh. What is Steam doing? Before the crash, this also happened, like Steam was going kind of haywire. And then like my browser was going haywire too. And now I can't even like open or close it manually. I gotta close it from the task manager. Okay, after the scene, I might have to call it an episode. Rain says that while focusing on her virtual vision.
目的地はもうすぐだ。アナンを早めに部屋に入れちまいたいな。よし、お前たち先に行け。
After confirming that there are no enemies nearby, Masa makes some of his subordinates go on ahead. Yeah, Steam is like fucking up, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, this is definitely something. You guys can't even see the game anymore. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I think we fucked up, guys. I think this is gonna be where I call it quits for the episode. Oh my god, I can't. No. I'm just gonna restart. I will be back. I'm finishing the scene. Fuck this PC. I don't know what's going on, but holy moly. Give me like 1 second. Hello, and I'm back. Restarted my computer, and here I am, back again. They passed through without a problem. I am finishing this scene before we end this episode. Jeez, what is going on with my PC, dude? Oh my god, it's happening again, the double click. Okay.
よし次だ。アナンを連れたお前と俺が行こう。後の者は一時その二人の指示に従え。
Masa and the unit holding Anan go next. The rest of the CDF and me with Rain are some distance behind them.
敵です。私たちのすぐ後ろに。
なんだって。くそ、今助けに。
待て、マサ。アナンの移送が先だ。こっちにいるお前の部下は俺が預かる。
Oh my god, I hope I don't have to not make them die.
大丈夫かと。こちらアナンをコンテナルームにかくまった。
いや、こちらもなんとかやってる最中だ。
こっちにも別の敵が現れやがった。
You guys better not die.
助けてくれ。正直俺たちだけじゃ持ちそうにない。
すぐに片付けてそっちに向かう。切れたか。はっ、行くぜ。
計算通り。
はっ、行くぜ。捉えた。
Jesus, my HP is getting fucked.
行くぜ。やった。はっ、行くぜ。と。
や、敵機排除。
Thankfully, those guys are not dying.
早くしてくれ。はっ、と、テイキャップ。はっ、テイキャップ。
貫いて。
はっ。ほら。
や、行きます敵機排除。
はっ、はっ。
計算通り。着手して。
They're kind of getting low, though. Oh my god.
計算通り。
Are they dead? Oh my god. One of them are dead.
練習通り。
Man, not having AoE really sucks. Not having my usual kit sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. Not having my usual kit sucks.
急ぐぞ。
大丈夫か。お前は下がっていてくれ。
If this was Fire Emblem, I wouldn't be getting the best rewards right now because I let those guys die.
まだやれます。言うことを聞け。これは命令だ。
マサ。レイ、負傷したやつを守ってやってくれ。マサ、加勢するぞ。
わかった。頼む。
I gotta save Masa. Okay, now that I know I don't have to let them survive, I can kind of just, you know, attack from afar again.
継続中。
俺が痛くないばかりに無駄を危険にさらしちまった。
マサ、お前のせいじゃない。今は目の前の戦いに集中しろ。
That's what I'm doing. That's why I can't really listen to what you're saying. What the fuck was that? Did someone blow up or what happened there? I guess someone blew up. Jesus. There's so many enemies. God, give me my beam sword. Okay, that guy's dead. Oh my god, what the fuck? There's another one of those guys? No, this is a messer. Okay, that's just a missile guy. Jesus, I'm dying. Masa, I need help. I don't have the melee capabilities to kill these guys. My melee sucks dick. Oh my god. Oh my god, there is another missile guy. That's gonna suck dick. Okay, that thing's dead. Thank you, Masa. At least we got Masa at this. Oh, Masa. Masa has an insane amount of HP. Okay, I can attack him from the back. Okay, Masa can actually do something here. Nice. There we go. That's the back, right? Masa, can you do something, dude? Can you, like, stun him again? Thank you, Masa. Oh my god, what the? Did that attack me or did that attack that guy? Masa, what happened there? This should kill it. I hope. Oh my god, this thing is so tanky, bro. I wanted to FC finish it. Jesus, that thing is so tanky. The battle ends, and we enter the structure's container room. No one's talking. Even Anon's silent. He's sitting down with his back to the wall, and he clearly doesn't have the energy to speak. Masa's subordinates are all tired due to the battle and stress. There are some who are so injured that they had to abort. Man, your superiors suck, Masa. Masa's the only one talking. Shouting, actually. He's trying to contact his CDF higher-ups. After looking at Masa and everyone else, I spent a moment thinking. What are we gonna do? Rain says that calmly. Masa turns angry and loses himself. Are we gonna die or something here? I don't feel like we're gonna die, but it's kind of making me feel a bit anxious. He loses his words and looks at his people. Masa doesn't even turn around and he shouts that to them. They vanish one after the next. Finally, Masa disappears too. That just leaves me, Rain, and Anon, who has an anti-logout color. Anti? Anon throws a childlike tantrum. More fights? Man, I really fucked up by changing my loadout in this specific one. I feel so shitty right now. Rain and I shift into our simulacrums. I need to save my game. The sensors are capturing new hostile signals approaching us. No, I need rain, go! Go, I need rain! If there's another of those missile bastards, I don't have the melee capabilities, my boy. Anon shaking as he sticks his head out of the container room. Okay, doesn't seem like that guy's here.
貴様らわしを何だと思ってるんだ。死の功労者だぞ。もう少し敬意を払わんか。
God, this guy sucks.
ラグビーよりサッカーが好きかい、元市長。そんなところにいると蹴飛ばしちまうんだが。ほら、相手チームが来るぞ。
ああ、いや、なんでも。
He makes that awkward giggle and returns deeper into the room. Oh my goodness. Am I hitting that guy? Where is that guy? Oh my god. This is a chainsaw guy. Rain, I kind of need your support. Is that... Okay, that's good. That is something that she planted. Okay, thankfully. Man, my damage is so lacking compared to Rain's. Rain, where's your landmine? I need to make that guy go to the landmines and stuff. Wait, this guy's HP is really low. Oh, no, he's not. I guess Rain was the one that was doing damage there. Come on, come over here, you idiot. Yeah, that thing's so dumb. My damage is so garbage compared to Rain's. What the fuck? Bro. She's doing like 100 damage, but I'm doing like 1? No, I'm doing like 10 now. Is there like some sort of anti-jamming thing that she needs to do, or that I need to do sometimes? Is there a skill that does that? A missile boy. Is that it?
Rain, 後続の敵は
少し離れた場所で停止。こちらの様子を伺っているようですね。
I hope that's the end of them. I really need to change my loadout.
アナン元市長、生きてるか
Anon responds to my words by crawling out from between the containers. He's crying, scared shitless. It's the kind of state he deserves to be in, but I still feel bad for him, if only a little. I mean, you're kind of a shitty person.
欲に釣られて、カルト野郎なんかと付き合って、マッドサイエンティストなんかかくまっているからだ。
欲に釣られて何が悪い。わしは自分だけではなく、鈴代の繁栄も心から願って。
Sure.
心から願った結果、鈴代の自治に終止符が打たれそうな塩梅ですね。
He falls silent, clearly feeling awkward. Looks like even he has enough conscience to feel that kind of emotion.
そもそもこうなったのもゴートや貴様らのせいではないか。 こそこそとわしのことを嗅ぎ回りよって。
And he ruins it by shifting the blame.
まさに逆ギレだな。俺たちさえいなければドミニオンがあんたを追うこともなかったというのか。
そうだ。貴様らが余計なことせずにおれば全てわしの腹の中にしまっておいたものを。それにグレゴリー神父もわしに言っていた。宗教など方便で本当に欲しいのは活動拠点で、拠点を用意すればわしや主に利益を約束すると。
なんだ、連中との付き合いは商売上の契約だったとでも言いたいのか。
そうだ。これは商売の契約みたいなものだ。あくまでも取引なのだ。金にならんのなら誰が好き好んで狂信者などと。
I mean, that's true.
ところがあいにく相手は本当の狂信者だった。あんたもあんたで奴らをうまく利用していたわけだ。お互い信用のかけらもなかったな。
He mumbles something.
またあったね、注意。貴様、グレゴリーか。
Why is he calling him Gregorica? You heard that, right?
貴様、グレゴリーか。
Yeah? Gregorig. I guess that's the Japanese pronunciation of it. I looked at the source of the voice and see a man in priestly garb.
神父。
Before I can even think, I pull the trigger, and a gathering of energy pierces the priest.
落ち着いてください、注意。あれは単なるプログラフです。
私に穴を開けようというのかね。感謝する。君は神に与えられた役割を忠実にこなしているようだね。
I like you, Father Gregory. There's the usual maddening smile on his face. It's contrasted by his eyes, which don't show a hint of the spark of life.
どこかプログラフを投影している機体に潜んでいるはずです。話を続けて時間を稼いでください。
神様なんか知るか。俺は自分の意志でここにやってきて戦っている。
Are you really, though, Ko?
自由意志の限界。三次元プラス時間の枠にとらわれたもの特有の錯覚だ。
そうか。あんた4次元の人だったのだ。道理で言ってることがきっかいじみてると思った。
Why is that beep there?
世界の本質はヒルベルトの無限次元空間。我々の見る時空こそが過小、つまり主観的幻影に過ぎない。
Is that an actual theory? No, that's torturous. Torturous word soup. Just listening to this guy is enough to make my head spin.
ヒルベルト。数学者か。数学や物理の講義なんかお断りだ。要はまやかし。ことで言えば済むことだろ。お前たちのそんな主張はどうでもいい。要件を言え。
ようなるのは君の足元で震えている男の方だ。
Man, I'm getting super hungry, guys. I gotta go eat after this. I look down and see Anan's beast body.
帰れ。わしは貴様らになど用はない。貴様らとてわしにもう利用価値などないだろうが。
Doesn't he need the key?
残念ながら君にはまだ使命が一つ残されている。我々のもとに来てなすべき使命を果たしたのだ。使命だと？そんなものはない。わしにはもう何もない。地位も権力も失った。以上わしに何をさせようというのだ。分かっているはずだ。君にはまだ残された奥の手がある。それを我々のために活用してほしい。
Does he want to use assembler?
奥の手だ。市長、あんたは一体。
The military grade assembler, right?
知らんぞ。その男は狂人。何か妄想を抱いてるだけだ。
But why would he want to use it? Why would he want to use it? Yeah. If he uses it here, he's just gonna blow everything up, right? Suzushiro is gonna be like a dead city.
もし私の妄想なら裏切りの代償を君が支払うことになる。 何を言われようとも、もうあれはわしのものだ。貴様らに渡すものか。
What could this card be? I try to remember why Dominion was looking for him. Assembler, you idiot! We talked about this just 5 minutes ago. The key! Dominion, Anon, and Drexler Institute are all connected by the existence of second-gen nanomachines. Dominion plans to restart their development, and they need Anon's help for that. Military use assembler, the possibility of wide-scale, indiscriminate destruction. This is all the more reason to not let Gregory have Anon. He suddenly snaps his fingers. A rectangular screen appears behind the priest's hologram. Oh, that's his real body. The screen's displaying a man hanging on a cross. The swollen, obese body is hanging from ropes around its roundish hands.
君が愛してやまない背徳と苦痛のショータイムだ。
The screen now shows women in leather clothing. They're holding things such as drills, chainsaws, nail guns, red-hot cutting pliers.
貴様、わしの体を一体どうするつもりなんじゃ。
君が逃げるのなら肉体の所有権を放棄したとみなし、リアルでの肉体は勝手に処分させてもらう。もしまだ実体に執着があるのなら、我々の元に来たもの、我々は裏切りを忘れ、心から君を感謝。
やめろ、やめてくれ。わしの体が、わしの愛しい肉体が。
This is way too ugly. You think there are limits to how disgusting one can be.
まだか。このままじゃ市長は生きながら自分の体のスナフを見せられる羽目に。
あと少し、今絞り込んでいますから。
どうして市長に選択を迫る。自由意志なんかなかったんじゃないのかよ。
私にも自由意志がない。そしてその結果、世界がどう変化するかは予測できない。
預言者にしちゃ頼りないな。知ってるか？昔は予言の外れた預言者は石を投げつけられて殺されたそうだぜ。
I mean, I don't really read about history about those kind of things, but okay.
私の予言が外れたら石を投げるがいい。私の予言は地球は我々のもとにやってくる。
One of the women behind the screen grabs the mayor's penis and pushes the nail gun against it. Ugh. He screams like crazy and charges at the screen.
市長！
見つけました。異分モードのウイルス1機。
I hear an explosion and see pieces of a virus scatter around. Just because we destroyed his hologram doesn't mean that what he's told us is gonna be gone, though. The mayor clearly is already at the palm of his hands. The hologram and screen both vanish. The jamming suddenly stops, and I can now see the enemy.
あの機体は
No! Oh my god, am I really have to, do I really have to fight Gilbert with this kit?
見つかったか。メス犬にしては優秀なことだな。
助けろ。私を助けるのだ、ジルベルト。
Oh my god, my kit is so garbage. Gilbert Simulacrum approaches Anon and takes him with his metal hands.
痛い。力を入れすぎだぞ。雇い主に対して何という。
状況はね。アナン元市長
まさか
Is he gonna kill him?
貴様、ドミニオンに雇われたのか。貴様みたいなガチガチの反 AI 主義者が。
Oh, I guess he's gonna retrieve Anon.
奴らもまた俺が利用してやるしか価値のないクズどもだ。
Yeah, Gilbert clearly has his own sets of ideals, but it's so weird that Why is he doing so? Is he really lacking in money? Is that the reason why?
おお、鍵は我らの手に。早く戻ってくるのだ。
Yes, please leave, Gilbert. I don't want to fight you with this mess of a kid. Thank you. Oh my god.
シルベルトは私が抑えておきます。コウさんは敵を。
Oh my god, I don't know if I can. Hopefully I can beat these guys with the kit I have. Woo! Okay, these guys don't have armor, thank the lords.
逃げるつもり？
Thank the lords they don't have armor.
ダインスレイブの援軍が。
さあ来たまえ、デザイナーズチャイルドよ。世界は君の手の中だ。
Man, this kid sucks dick. Is that it? Oh my god, there's more. Okay, this is good. I think we got 2 of them. Oh my god, only 1. Fuck. Okay, I think we got 2. Nice. Oh my god, they're not dead after that? Fucking... Oh, bastards. Oh my god, these things are so tanky. Fucking hell, bros. I can't believe that didn't finish them off. I guess it was my mistake that I think they have... Shut up! This guy is so noisy. I'm trying to commentate the battle, you bastard. Jeez, this thing is annoying. Okay, this thing should be dead now. There you go. Fucking stupid thing! Because it jumped up, it actually, you know, loses the stability. Okay, more of these Shadowrun guys. 3 of them this time. As long as I can make them like go one by one, I think I should be okay. Oh. Okay, they surprisingly have very low HP though. So that's kind of nice. Okay, good. 1's dead. 2's dead. Last one. Jeez, my melee sucks dick. Okay, look at that dual machine gun. I've been leveling that out so much. Of course.
Yeah.
There's an avatar door right next to Rain's unit.
どうしますか？趣味クラブでは入れませんが。
もちろん女装して追いかけるさ。アナもドミニオンに渡しちゃならない。
Can't we just like go with this? With the simulacrum? Weird. I don't know the details, but I know that the Minion wants assembler and that Anon is their key to it.
Yeah. ならば急ぎましょう。
What if they are already turned into their simulacrums at the you know, at the other side of that door? Why do we have to change back? We cancel our simulacrums and chase after Gilbert.
アナに逃げられるぐらいなら射殺する覚悟をした方がいいんだろうな。
すでに覚悟は済んでいます。射撃なら私に任せてください。
The hallway ends and we find ourselves in a large floor. I see Anon running in the distance. Did he escape Gilbert by himself? Oh, he's talking about Anon?
アナ元市長、止まりなさい。止まらないと射殺します。
The ham-like body shakes. He raises his hands and stops moving. I think Gilbert already took the key. The shock made him revert back to childhood. I only see his back, but I can tell that he's crying like a kid.
レイ、気をつけろ。どこかにジルベルトが潜んでいるかもしれない。
Man, I really hope not. Oh my goodness, please no.
分かっています。
Guns in hand, we approach Anan. He just stands in place and shakes. Rain then places her hand on his shoulder.
さあ、こちらを向きなさい。
She pulls to make him face us. Who's that? Is that Chinatsu?
No.
It could be. What we see is a woman whose expression is concealed. Wait, it's not just the face. The obese body is now slender, and it's clad in a robe.
ダメですよ。人様に銃など向けてはいけません。
The text is not red, so I don't think it's Chinatsu. Wait, was Chinatsu's red? I forgot what her color was. This is green, so this is like a side character kind of person. Your mom, I guess? Rain mumbles that and backs away. She's all pale and her hands are
レ
shaking.
イ、知り合いなのか？
違います。ありえません。
この人は？
Rain, we're in cyberspace. As I said, if the AI or the brain chip inside of her brain is still active, she might still be here in cyberspace.
霧島エイド。私の。
お母さん？
いや、違います。絶対に違う。
あなたがそう言いたい気持ちはわかります。でも、あなたがそんなに傷つくことはないの。違う。
あなたは死んだはず。
Might just be her model, though, that Gregory has. Overcome by emotion, she points her gun at her.
かもしれない。けど、私、あなたと私しか知らないことを覚えているわ。
The lady ignores the gun. She still has an empty smile on her face.
ごめんなさい。料理も教えてあげられなくて。でも、クッキーの焼き方は覚えてくれていたのですね。手をつないで公園の道を散歩したのを覚えていますか？あなたは私の膝枕で寝てくれて、私は髪を撫でてあげて。
レイ、やめろ！気は確かか？
I take her arm and make her calm down.
大丈夫です。注意。取り乱して。すみません。
Yeah, your sprite there didn't really look okay for a sec, Raina. After saying that with a shaking voice, Rain bites her lip.
死んだ。これは誰なんだ？いや、一体誰がこんなことを？
At first, I thought that Anon changed his appearance, but this corpse is definitely that of a woman.
これが彼らの手口なのです。亡くなった愛しい人の人形を作り、人の大切な思いを踏みにじる。
人形だと？
そう、彼女は死んだとも。死んでさらに夫の手で殺され、今度は娘の手で殺された。
I see the priest standing at the other end of the large door, or sorry, floor.
ひどい。私に引き金を引かせるなんて。
I mean, no one made you, no one asked you to shoot her. You shot her yourself.
ひどいもんか。愛する者によって命を絶たれ、彼女も
ふざけないで！
君こそ冗談はやめたまえ。単なる NPC と本気で思っているなら、どうして今も父親の所業が許せないのか。
So did the dad kill an NPC too, or what's going on?
どうしてそのことを？あ、
Oh,
あなた
sorry
が
about
知っ
that.
ているんですか？
Sorry, I'm getting into the I'm getting too into the story right now. It's happening again. His words are making her lose control of her emotions again. I can't bear to see her like this, and I hate the priests for torturing her.
今度こそ本物の神父の電子体のようだ。
The blood dripping down from the chainsaws on his hands is leaving marks on the floor.
チェーンソーすな 死んだ人間の幽霊まで作ってとことんホラーが好きなようだな。
I aim my gun at him.
君は悪夢にうなされたことはあるか？
Maybe when I was younger, yes. That's not even a response to my question.
いや、あいにく最近見る夢は健やかでね。
それは気の毒に君が思い出せる健やかな時代に帰りだとしたのだろう。ナイトメアは恐ろしいものだ。だが悪霊が目覚めるほどの恐怖を与えてくれなくては。
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do.
そして悪霊こそは深層意識のメッセージ。今日救済でありメッセージなの。
なんだよ、今度はカウンセリングか？やけに親切だな。
一人君に縁があるものとして悪夢の中で溺れているのを放置してはおけない。だぜ、ましてや人を救うチャンスを捨てるなら本当に聖職者をやめた方がいい。見て、おかげでアナン君は無事に保護できた。
Us?
それに君たちを苦悩のない世界へと案内しよう。
結局そういうことかよ。回りくどいんだよ。
I prepare to pull the trigger.
こう
The sudden voice makes my finger freeze. Is that
お
Sora?
願い、こっちを向いて。
It's a trap. I can't turn around. My mind understands that, but my body doesn't listen.
私会いたかった。
So,
私コウと会えるのを楽しみにしていたんだよ。
have all these Soras we're seeing that is uncomfortable with the expressions and whatnot all made by him? No, it can't be. This one is made by him, but I feel like all of those other ones that look at us with worried expressions might be cool. At least, I don't know, we'll see. My mind understands it all, but her words make me feel like someone just hit me on the back of my head.
おいおい、なんて悪趣味なんだ。海賊版の人形で俺を騙せると思っているのか。
My own voice sounds weak and my hands are shaking uncontrollably.
君まで言うかね。君ならば見分けぐらいつくと思っていたのだが。
No, don't listen to him. I know he's just using suggestion, but I can't even shut my ears to it.
私のこと忘れちゃったんだね。でももうコウは肝心なことを思い出しているよね。
What's that? As I'm overcome by confusion, Sora walks up to me. Her familiar scent reaches me.
肝心なことって何なんだ。
How does he know all of this though? Did he like... I guess those corpses that we saw at his previous base. Maybe he was like using those corpses and extracting data from all of them or something, right? And then he's able to piece together people's like pasts and whatnot. Maybe that's what's going on. Because it doesn't make sense that he knows all of these people's like memories and whatnot to use as like trauma bait. I feel like I'm about to cry. Warmth gathers in my eyes and my mind shuts down.
注意、しっかりしてください。
Rain's saying something, but I can't even look away from Sora. I'm unable to move, and I can't even think of aiming at her or pulling the trigger.
私はコウと結ばれて幸せだったよ。
Her cheerful smile seems as bright as the sun. I can barely breathe. Even my heart stops for a moment.
ごめんなさい。
Thank you, Rain. Sora's petite body falls as if thrown back. A heavy sound echoes. What was once Sora fell to the ground, and a puddle of crimson blood spreads out, quickly reaching me. She shot her. Rain just shot Sora. Unstoppable emotion overflows from within.
レイン、どうしてなんてことをしやがるんだ。
I might be crying. My vision is distorted.
なんで撃った彼女を。
Is the trauma really that bad? I mean, I feel like if you actually see your loved one die as you get older, it's actually a bit easier to accept than when you're younger. The emotions raging within me make me aim my gun at Rain. I'm gonna save my game. I'm kind of afraid that my game might crash. With my gun right in front of her, she shakes my shoulders. The real her is already dead, dude. Just accept it. Rain loses her words and raises her hand. Feeling pain on my cheek, I put my hand against it. The moment I do that, Rain clings to me. She might have been crying too. Her warmth makes my confused brain cells slowly begin working again. I mean... I feel like if like someone were to reanimate my mom's body and starts telling me some stupid things that we used to do, I'd probably not believe a word that thing says, because my mom's already dead. But then again, I'm not one of those guys who clings to the escapism that when someone's dead, that means that they don't truly die, in terms of, physical bodies anyway. Her words seep into my head. I knew it already. It's something I knew for a long time. The way everyone acted was a dead giveaway. This was with me since the beginning. I knew this better than anyone else. I just didn't want to say and accept it. I just didn't want anyone to confirm it. Power leaves my body. The intense emotion vanishes, leaving a profound emptiness. I was trying my hardest to look away from this truth. But the past I was chasing was already dead. How did we come to love Sora is my question though. I feel like, as I said, the love that they're trying to show me when it comes to Ko and Sora's relationship just doesn't click to me. I feel like we like Ku more than Sora. I don't want to think anything anymore. I don't want to move anymore. Someone slaps my cheek even harder than before. With tears on her cheeks, she supports me and looks at someone with disdain in her eyes. It's the man in priestly garb. He's smiling. Those beady eyes of his betray no hints of emotion. What's he smiling about? I don't understand it. Behind him... Oh my god! What? That is just creepy, bro! I see a lot of Soras. All of them are looking at me with the same expression. Yo, what makes me so special? Why did you make so many Sora clones? Why didn't you make, like, Rain's mom's clones? I don't feel anything. So why am I laughing? No, that's funny. Sora loves me. What kind of joke is that? I laugh and shoot at them. This is kind of messed up though if you think about it. They spit blood and fall to the ground. Their heads split open. They writhe like broken machines. None of them are the real Sora, I know that. Despite that, with every one that falls, I feel my empty heart crack and whittle away. A shrill voice followed by a metallic sound coming from her gun.
玉切れ
It's not like her to mess up like that. Rain's usually too attentive. Silly her. Wait, I'm not shooting anything either. Aw man, if the drill instructor saw me, he'd shut my ear off.
愛し合おうよいつまでも
Yeah, no thank you. The army of Soras approaches. I know that these are just NPCs. The real Sora isn't among them. Wait, why am I holding a gun? They're approaching me, drawing ever closer. But man, they're as cute as angels. I remember how I spaced out when we first met. Alright, come closer. Go! Come on, man. Let's hug, kiss, and go beyond that. We should be able to love and understand each other.
ダメ
Okay, is this like cool?
こうあれは私じゃない
How is this you? How is this Sora? A clear voice resounds, and the headache and confusion vanishes like it was never there. I actually thought this was cool. So it's Sora that's inside of our brain? How? I turn around and see Sora. Wait, this isn't her. She's different from her. But she also feels more lifelike than all the fakes before me.
君は一体
Oh wait, this isn't from my brain? This is actually happening? Even the priest is surprised. This NPC wasn't prepared by him?
じゃあまさか君は本物の
No. I feel like this is still Ku. Sora's dead, but Ku is able to, hijack like an avatar, right? No, I don't believe this is Sora. I feel like Sora is 100% dead. She remains silent while staring at me with sad eyes.
こうは守らないとその人を
So I guess sometimes Ku is hijacking like the bodies of NPC to take a look at us. Kind of like how we were hacking those NPCs before, right? When we saw Rain in the previous episode. Is Ku basically something like Mother now? Like Eve too? I guess we'll see. She's looking at Rain, who's crying with a face full of weariness and surprise.
どうして
I finally start feeling the warmth of her skin. It revives my dead brain cells.
倒してあれは私じゃない
Why am I playing around with a gun? I gotta get rid of them all and protect Rain.
レインシフトしろこれより敵を殲滅する
はい注意
Yeah, that's true. We were kind of killing them uselessly. The moment we shift, a rain of fire falls into fake Soras. The imitations scatter before they can even finish screaming. With my strangely sharp senses, I see their body parts fly around. But I no longer feel any sadness. My defeated nerves are now filled with an animalistic rage.
注意
After finishing the attack, Rain calls out to me.
ただいまレイどうやらパニックを起こしていたらしい
あれでは誰か正気をなくしますお帰りなさいコンさん戻ってきてくださって本当によかったです
I mean, I guess the reason why he got all those Soras is because I was losing my memories, right? Rain could probably still shoot like all of her mom clones. But I guess he was betting on the fact that I would kind of lose control by seeing those Soras. Her face is full of exhaustion, but she's smiling. The expression I almost forgot makes me wish she'd pamper me, but I crush that side of me.
敵へ多数接近戦いますか
Yeah?
ああもちろんだ援護を頼むレイ
After I save my game!
いや力の限り援護します
Fighting is the only thing on my mind right now. I'll fight until I'm too tired to do that. All because I finally realized that I have something I must protect.
演習通りです
はっ
Yeah, this thing is actually pretty weak, huh? Bye-bye. You bastard! Come over here. Is this the last one? Rain, can you help me out? This thing is a bit annoying. Okay, I think I got these guys. There we go. That's a lot of them. AoE, babies. Rain, can you help me out? Man, this submachine gun is gonna be maxed out very soon. I'm using the submachine gun so much. It's insane. I don't actually have these guys on my FC finishes, do I? These tadpoles, these bastards. I should have saved those. Did Rain do that? What the fuck is she doing? That didn't seem like it did anything, Rain. What? What were you doing? Okay, I think that's it. It sucks, man. I really want to go melee, but my melee things suck.
敵はどこだ、レイン。
おしまいです。周囲にもう敵はいません。
Man, I actually went very long in this episode. Jesus, they were kind of going crazy with the back-to-backs. I don't see anything in the battlefield. None of the viruses or simulacrums are moving.
素晴らしい。今日は実に素晴らしい一日だった。君は本当に素晴らしい戦士だ。
I hear the priest's voice. Looks like he escaped.
お前の声なんざ聞きたくもない。
そうもいかない。アナンは逃げ、私もまだ健在だ。したがって、まだ我々は戦う運命にある。
死ぬか。あとはゴートにでも任せるさ。
そろそろ過去から逃げるのはやめ。ミッドスパイアでは安住できない。
Oh, sorry about that. I do. Even so, there are cases where simply having someone else say it makes your understanding and determination all the more profound.
一応、聖職者らしいことも言えるんだな。
無論、私ほど君たちの魂を案じている者はいない。聖職者として約束しよう。世界を救済する前。
What?
ソフィアの名にかけて誓う。
Why did he name the like God Sophia anyway?
俺も傭兵として約束するよ。あんたが世界を壊す前にあんたを殺して救済する。その方が AI だって喜ぶに違いないさ。
素晴らしい。いずれにせよ AI は常に歓喜の中に。
With a meaningful smile on his face, the priest cuts off the line.
注意。
Rain calls out to me in consideration. I look at the mount of remains and see the Sora lookalike standing on top of it.
ねえ、君。
I want to ask something, but my words don't come out. Is she Sora? But Rain says that Sora is dead. Then is she Ku? But Aki said that Ku doesn't exist anymore.
君はクーなのか、それとも空なのか。
I awkwardly squeeze out that line. She looks perplexed. Her expression is exactly like the one Ku used to make.
わからないけどけど思い出した。空と空はつながっている。
What? You're making me confused now. What are you talking about? Oh my god, we're going on a flashback?
なんだよ。言いたいことがあるならはっきり言えよ。
I'm still gonna go, guys. I am too invested to stop this episode right now. This might be my first, like, quite long one. I might split this into 2 episodes. We'll see for people on YouTube.
それぐらい察しなさいよ。言ったらきっとまた喧嘩になっちゃうから。お姉ちゃん、先輩、ダメ。
つまり喧嘩になりそうなことを思っていたわけかよ。
I'm hungry, but I'm also very curious about what happens in this game.
考えるのは自由でしょ。私もあなたのエロ妄想の権利を侵害したりしないから。
つまり俺がエロい妄想ばかりしてるというのか。
As our argument becomes more heated, someone taps me on the shoulder.
こう、話がある。ちょっといい？
She pulls my hand with forcefulness you rarely see from her.
仕方がないな。そら、この話の決着はまた今度な。
いいわよ。逃げも隠れもしませんから、いつでもかかってらっしゃいな。早く、こう。
And so, Aki drags me out of the room. She leads me to her private space.
疲れた。
なんだい？別に話ならここでなくたってできるだろ。
ここでしかできない話もある。
She folds her arms and thinks of how to say whatever it is she wants to. It must be important. Ku ignores the mood of the situation and runs up to us like a puppy.
おはよう。今日も元気だね。
元気。ただいま。
Aki stops thinking for a moment, squints, and places her hand on Ku's head. Man, she looks happy. Maybe Sora had a similar innocent smile back when she was a little girl.
なんだか最近この子機嫌がいいんだよな。
Aki's hand stops, and her expression becomes serious again.
もしかしてアキね、空と口喧嘩してるのを心配してくれているの？
うん。それもある。
それもってことは他にも何かあるんだね。
この子と空の関係知りたい？
Yes? How does Sora not even know the fact that you use her model?
そりゃ知りたいけど。
Now this is something. She never told me anything because of corporate secrecy or whatever. Still, this pretty much confirms that there's something connecting them. Though I never really thought they were so similar by chance.
これから話すこと、本当の機密。もしバレたら、私の仕事も、こうの学費援助もおしまい。
わかった。誰にも言わないけど、この子ってそんなに重要な何かが絡んでいるの？
こうはおばさまの会社との契約、覚えている？
Everyone in Seishu is a second gen. We're all connected to the net 24/7, and our chips are made by Arc Industries. We're receiving favorable treatment as samples of sorts, linking the AI and mankind. We're kind of like...
今、エージェントが教えてくれたの。言ってみれば、AI のお告げ。
What? When did she say this? What?
あなたと同じで、私も24時間 AI とつながっている。
Yes, okay, you're a second gen? That's how Sora expressed it, right?
俺たちの契約とこの子に何か関連があるの？
Is she different?
この子はアークのプロジェクトの副産物なの。
Wait, what?
副産物ってよくわからないな。順を追って話してくれる？
She can't be AI, she has a sister. Aki prepares for a long speech and takes a deep breath.
空は普通のセカンドとは少し違う。
Okay.
より特別なの。
What makes her special? I don't think I know what she means.
ねえ、おばさんの会社は俺たちの脳内チップから得た情報で一体何をしているの？
それは AI に人間性を学ばせる計画。
Yeah, okay, that's easy enough to follow.
AI は私たちとは根本的に異なる知性体。自己進化するバイオチップから偶然生み出された意識体。
Consciousness accidentally born into self-evolving biochips. I mean, in the real world, AI is basically, you know, like programs that we put into a computer and they can browse the internet to look up what it is we ask them. So this is definitely already something very different. I learned that in class. Apparently, the AI are a collective intelligence that has no concept of basic things such as individuality or death.
だから私たちは AI を制御困難。だけど AI は私たちよりはるかに論理的で素直でいい子。だから致命的な問題は起きていない。
Yes?
ただ人間性を構成する部分のいくつかは彼らには根本的に理解不可能。
I mean, it doesn't have to be an AI. I myself, as a human, don't understand why people do stupid things sometimes. And I myself, as a human, don't understand some of the emotions that people feel sometimes. It doesn't need to be an AI. People who are also numb when it comes to emotions and stuff also don't understand Aki. Which I feel like I'm one of them.
例えば人間的な意味での感情。それらは個体性に由来するから。
でも NPC やマザーには感情があるように見えるけど。
あれはパターン学習の結果。それでは真の理解に至らない。
Yeah, that's fair enough.
ゲーテルの法則を思い出して。
Who?
ごめん、覚えていないものは思い出せない。
清州の学生のくせに恥ずかしい。
ああ、要はいくら有限のパターンを学習させても対応不可能な状況はいくらでも発生するってことだろ。
Yeah, I mean, just like humans. That's why we adapt and try to incorporate something new every time, right? Whenever the situation arises or needs to.
まあそういうこと。今の AI は文字通り疑似人格。疑似的に作られた人格で人間性を演じているだけ。それが AI と人の間にコミュニケーションギャップをもたらす。この研究はそれを解消するための試みの一つ。
Yes, and is Sora basically a different version of Ku, is what you're trying to say? But what about Makoto? Why did she get sent to Makoto? Done talking for a moment, Aki sighs and waits for my response. Basically, we would have the AI understand us so we can understand each other, but
それが
yeah.
俺たちのリンクとどう関わっているの？
No, how is that related to Sora and Ku?
人間を根本から理解させるためには、まず個を学ぶのではなく、個を自律的に発生させる必要があった。
Okay. So does that mean that Mother is controlling Sora? Or Ku? Or what?
だから AI に集合知性から切り離され、独立して稼働する思考クラスターを作らせ、得られる情報を人間レベルに限定した。
And that's Ku, right? Sora is still her own person, right?
よくわかんないんだけど、人間の頭脳のエミュレーターを AI の中に再現したってことなのかな？
そう。その思考クラスターは特定個人の脳チップに常時接続され、その個人の経験や感情を24時間体験させて学び続ける。
Why Sora, though?
まさか。じゃあ特定個人の脳と同じものが AI の中に生まれるわけ？
そこまでの統一性はない。ただ、その何に例えればいいのか。そう、 魂を持つに至る。同じような状況に同じ感情を示す同じ精神のシミュラクラ。
I feel like this is a bit too convenient though. When we first saw Ku, she basically was like a baby, a newborn baby, right? And Sora should already be living for a good 17 years or how many years she's been living. So it was impossible for Ku to behave like that. I feel like this is a plot hole. If what she's saying is true.
ただ、それだけのはずだったの。
Okay. Aki looks at Ku's face like she has something to say. I use this time to process her words.
俺や空の経験を AI が学んでいると。じゃあ、ひょっとしてクーは
空個人の経験や感情を学んで生み出された人の個体性を持つ思考クラスター。言ってみれば、空の心のシミュラクラ。
Any reason why Sora was specifically chosen?
空の分身みたいなものなんだね。
I look at Ku's face again. If she's learning from Sora, she must know that Sora and I met in real life. Is that why she's in such a good mood recently? Wait, how does that make sense? I get along with Ku, but all Sora and I ever do is fight. I really don't understand the hearts of women. Anyway, all I should take from this is that Sora is a special second gen and that she and Ku are alike.
それで、この子は複製不能なんだ。
そう。空とのリンクが存在しなければ、クーという人格は存在し得ないの。
Well, she's alive now. That doesn't mean that Sora is alive.
本当に分身みたいな存在なんだ。でも、空はクーの存在を知らなかったんだね。
あの子は自分にリンクされたエージェントが存在することは知っていたみたい。けれど、それが模倣した人格や自分そっくりの体を持って仮想空間で稼働しているのは知らなかったはず。
まあ、知らない方がいいけどさ。それにしても、ここまでそっくりに作る必要はなかったんじゃないの？
最初はそっくりじゃなかった。
Aki looks directly at Ku.
最初はって？
私、おばさまに頼まれて、この子の対話インターフェイス、NPC としての肉体を作ってあげただけ。
Did she grow the body herself then? To look similar to the, mind she's assimilating with?
どういうこと？最初は全然空と違うデザインだったの？
Yeah, she must have changed it.
作った時は私空を知らなかった。ただこの子のパーソナルイメージと対話して、この子自身が欲する肉体が自動的にデザインされるようにプログラムに生成させてみたら。
Oh, okay, so you actually did tell her to automatically design herself. I thought she actually bypassed your your own design and did that herself, which is a lot more impressive, but that's normal.
完成品を見て、あのおばさまが仰天してた。
そうなんだ。セーラおばさんも仰天することあるんだね。
うん、私も仰天した。
I'm the type to comment even when it's a bad time.
つまり AI が勝手にクーのモデルとして空を選んだということ？
そういうことになるのかな。
Ku looks at my face with bliss.
好き、大好き。
Ku says she likes me, and she's the simulacra of Sora's heart and mind. What does that even mean?
クーと空って同じ性格なんだよね。
少なくともクーはそうなろうと努力してる。案外空から肉体や立場を取ってしまえばこんな風になるのかも。
じゃあ例えば
If she was more honest, Ko. That Sora likes me as much as Ku does? No, that's something I can't ask here.
性格のベースが同じでも空とクーは同じことを考えているわけじゃない。違った環境にいて違った生活を送っているから。
そうだよね。 それを聞いて安心。
ただそうなる可能性はある。だから本当の話を教えてあげたかった。
Aki sighs yet again. It's probably more than just chatting. It almost seems like she's worried about me. She must feel conflicted right now. I started getting along with Ku and went on to meet the girl she's based on.
俺や空以外にもノーチップをリンクしている人って何人ぐらいいるのさ。
Wait, Ku is linked to my brain too?
ごめん。もう顎が限界。
She apologetically shakes her head. Now that I think about it, Aki never talks this much. And she actually told me a high-level corporate secret. And it's all for my sake too. Pushing it any further would make me feel bad.
ごめん。分かって。
いや、ありがとう。話してくれて。
She gloomily shakes her head. I mean, she kind of pushed like Ku on me though before. Ku looks at me with curiosity and worry in her eyes. I don't know what kind of expression to make. Two girls who share extremely similar minds. I like one enough to hug and kiss, while I'm constantly fighting the other. I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to experience something like this. No, in my mind, Ku is still Ku and Sora is still Sora.
心配しないで。その話を聞いたからって二人に対する態度を変えたりはしないから。
Of course not, because they're different. That's something I shouldn't change. These two didn't do anything and are completely clueless about the situation.
知識は状況を変化させる。
It does. Aki shakes her head to the sides. But if I already know about it, that doesn't change how I act though. Because unlike a specific person, I always think about what's going on.
でも変化を恐れないで。こう。きっと変わった先には何かがある。変わった先にはきっと今よりも状況に適した子がいるから。
Aki smiles at me. A splitting headache. It feels like I'd feel better if I just cracked my head open. I open my eyes slightly and see her, the unidentified Sora-like entity, look at me with sad eyes. She silently shakes her head, either because she doesn't know it herself or just can't answer. Where?
私は見届けなくちゃいけないから。
What are you talking about? Stop being cryptic! What? After saying that, she turns away.
待ってくれ!
I step forward to chase after her, but she's already gone. Clenching my teeth due to the headache, I try to understand the meaning of what just happened. Of course, I find no answer. An illusion? A ghost? Someone who just looks like Sora? None of those options make sense.
注意。CDF です。
Rain taps me on the shoulder. My sensors are showing CDF signals approaching us.
なんだこりゃ。おいおい。管制の連中何も気づいていなかったのか。これだけのシュミクラムを破壊したってことは。少なくとも一個正体はここにいたはずだ。
マサさんが援軍を送ってきてくれたようですね。
そうみたいだな。とりあえずこの場を離れよう。状況についてあれこれ追求されるのは面倒だ。
Alright.
Yeah.
I can at last finish up the episode too. Okay, not yet though. There are still Dominion battles going on all over the structure.
シュミクラムの構造体に取り付いて自爆攻撃を続けているようです。
As we move, avoiding the battles, my head is full of questions.
けど思い出した。空と空はつながっている。
さっきの言葉、一体何だったんだ。
私には。
なあ、 空が死んだって確かなのか？それってどうしてレインが知ってるんだ？
注意に聞いたことがありました。
As Rain mutters that, I hear a machine voice.
アンカーの範囲内に到達。ログアウト可能です。
Is this gonna be like Schrodinger's cat again? Because Japan seems to like that.
ドミニオンの索敵範囲を出たな。とりあえず今は離脱しよう。いろいろ考えることが多すぎる。
その前に注意、一つ質問があります。
I'm hungry, Rain. Can you hurry it up? Rain stops me with a tense voice.
これからどうしますか？
どうするって？
逃亡したアナンの首輪はまだ外されていません。 CDF 仕様の離脱阻止装置にはトレーサーが仕込まれています。このトレーサーの信号を傍受できれば、おそらくアナンを実体の場所まで追えると思います。ドミニオンは首輪をそのままにした方が移送に都合が良いと判断したのでしょうが。
I was about to say that I'd leave that to Goat, but the words are stuck in my throat.
しかしアナンを追うためにはミッドスパイアを出なくちゃいけないんだろ。
通常ならば厳しい入出管理がありますが、今なら難民騒ぎに乗じて脱出できると思います。
Wait, so we can't freely live Mistfire if we already are inside? That's fucked up. If we leave Mistfire to chase after the mayor, we will go back to a life of strife. This time as true wanted people. I don't have to choose this, but...
そろそろ過去から逃げるのはやめたまえ。ミッドスパイアでは安住できないことを君はもう自分で理解しているのだろう。
Yeah, he's actually right. I mean, for as fucked up as Father Gregory is, guys, I feel like when people are haunted by their own past and he's abusing that weakness, it's kind of like how it's a physical manifestation, I guess, of you trying to overcome that trauma, right? Like, I feel like, to some degree, I'm not saying that what he's doing is a good thing, but it does help us move past that trauma, I feel. You know, some people are too afraid to face their past head on, right? To face their trauma head on. But if it's forced, like, in front of you, then you're forced to accept that past too. You're forced to, like, accept that trauma and overcome that trauma. Or if you're not able to, you're gonna be, I don't know, you're probably gonna regress to I don't know. I guess you're gonna be mind broken in terms of a Dojin term. Assembler, the priest's plot. Anon has the key to that.
私は見届けなくちゃいけないから。
I'm also curious about that mysterious being. I feel I might learn something about her if I chase after Dominion.
レインはどう思う？危険を冒してアナンを追う必要もないよな。
そう尋ねるということは、注意は置いたいのですよね。
レイン。
どんな選択をしようが、私はお供するだけです。どうか悔いのない選択をなさってください。
I mean, clearly if I stay behind, it's gonna lead to the bad ending.
すまない。頼りにしてるぞ、レイン。
やあ、待てこう。探したぞ。
Wait, what now?
マサ、離脱したんじゃなかったのか？
戻ってきたんだよ。親友を見捨てていくと思うが。
Man, what a bro.
そうか。
で、俺と一緒に来てくれるか？
Nope. His gaze is stern. He must have heard our conversation just now.
黙って行かせてくれませんか？
運が悪いことにな。いよいよ、お前たちの逮捕状が出そうなんだ。俺も刑事だ。そして妻もいる。俺がしっかり働いて、 家族を養ってやらなきゃならないんでね。
Alright, let's beat you up, Masa. I'm not gonna pull any punches. Masa aims his gun at me.
お前とはリミッターなしの戦いなんか絶対にしたくないんだ。
俺だってそうだ。だけどもう俺たちは学園生じゃない。
Masa has no intention to back down. Man, surrender without a fight is definitely a bad ending. I'm gonna do that on the next episode. Masa, before I end this episode, I'm gonna beat you up. This music is already hyping it up. Why the fuck would I choose that option? That option is clearly bait for a bad ending. I know full well that fighting my best friend for an unreasonable cause is insane.
バカなことは考えず、おとなしく俺に捕まってくれよ。
More like, don't be stupid and let me beat you up, Masa. So you're still doing your job while I keep to do what I do. But before I lost my memories, I was chasing Drexler even if it meant breaking the law. And right now, I'm chasing the reason behind that. Even if my best friend asks me to, I can't change my goal or the reason behind my actions.
こんなこと嫌なんだけど。
I fix my sights on Masa.
話し合って解決するとは思ってなかったさ。
He braces himself. If words don't work, sometimes you need to talk with your fists.
すまん。レインは手を出さないでくれ。俺に何があってもだ。
Oh my god, I'm gonna suck at this so much. I'm gonna be using the gun so much, Go.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Masa has 3 bars of health. Oh my, okay, that doesn't hurt, surprisingly.
期待だよ。どれだけ激戦をかいくぐってきたんだ。比べ物にならない進化ぶりだ。俺だってこの治安の最悪な涼し年でそこらの兵隊以上に危ない橋を渡ってきたのに。
それが分かっているなら銃を置けマサ。こんな戦闘は。
Jesus, Masa, calm down. Oh my god, he hit me! No, what the fuck? That's so much damage! Oh, what the fuck? You can't do that! Bro, you can't do that! Oh my god, he did so much damage to me! Bro! Oh my goodness! Okay, I gotta run, bro! I gotta run! Holy fuck, Masa! You can't just do that! That was bullshit! I don't have a full gauge! What?! You can't! So did I get the bad ending by losing here? Oh no. That music was so hype and I lost. Masa's looking down at my ruined unit. No, I didn't! I didn't, you idiot! You got me with a fucking forced crash!
残念だが、俺はお前に手錠をかけられない。
Oh, you fucking asshole, Masa.
お前たちを拘束するだろうよ。俺にできることは、お前を殺さずに峰打ちすることぐらいだ。
Well, I guess I'm still gonna get the bad ending then.
許してくれ。こう。
It's okay, Masa. I guess we're gonna get the bad ending. Oh! Okay, there's no bad ending. Okay, oh my god. Return to setup. Okay, you can actually return to setup before you fight that. Thank the lords. Jesus, because that was so bad. Wait, don't tell me I have to... Please tell me I'm at that fight, right? Please tell me I'm at that fight. If I'm not at that fight, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm just gonna use the normal layout. Wire drag handgun, dual submachine gun. This should be fine. I'm gonna keep using the spread bomb. Oh my god, I think I have to go from the very beginning if I choose return to setup. Don't I? I think I do. Holy moly!
こちら須藤。部下2人と共に現場に到着。ドミニオンを排除する。
Okay, that is insane. I'm just gonna reload, guys. I should be able to win. Oh my god, that is fucking stupid, Masa. Okay, I can skip here. Jesus Christ.
それにしても見違えたな、こう。なんだ？その期待だよ。どれだけ激戦をかいくぐってきたんだ？プラグものにならない死にかぶりだ。俺だってこの治安の最悪な鈴代市でそこらの兵隊以上に危ない橋を渡って。
Masa, you're fucking dangerous, dude.
分かっているなら銃を置け、マサ。こんな戦闘は
やめられるかよ。それに戦いは無意味なんかじゃない。
Okay, I'm just gonna be like a pussy and run the fuck away whenever Masa is close. Holy fuck. I am so scared of this guy. I think if I run away very, very far, he's not gonna be able to force crash me, this motherfucker. And he's not even gonna be able to, like, missile me too. Is this the action combat that you guys, you know, are looking forward to? Because this isn't for me. But sometimes you gotta be a pussy, man. When your load up is garbage like mine, you gotta be a pussy. Sorry that I'm kind of fucking up with you, Masa. There's no way you can force crash me from this far away, Masa. If you can, fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, he's dead soon. Okay, fuck this. How do you like the long-range combat battle, guys? Where's Masa? Fucking hell. Where's that guy? Okay, there it is. Okay. I feel so bad that I had to cheese Masa like this. But what can I say? My kit is garbage, guys. Sorry, Masa. Masa's unit falls to the floor and stops moving.
Masa!
大丈夫です。致命傷には至っていません。
If I choose surrender, does that actually lead to a game over too, or is that a bad ending? I walk up to the damaged unit and see a face window showing a face in pain.
お前、ちゃんと覚えていてくれたんだな。
But Sora?
CDF 仕様の機体は
Oh.
生存性優先だって。
Oh.
お前こそ手を抜いていただろ。戦っていて分かってたぜ。
I don't know about that, Ko. My first battle, he used an FC on me.
バレてたか。
Fuck you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, you asshole. He grins wryly and sighs with a tired face.
うまい具合に監視装置も壊れてくれたみたいだ。やっと気兼ねなしに話ができる。
どういうことだ？
気をつけろ。ゴートは CDF と違って優秀だ。俺とお前の縁にあらかじめ気づいていたみたいだぜ。
つまりマサさんは任務で私たちの動向を監視していたですか？
Masa nods.
お前らが本当に他勢力とつながっていないか、ドレクスラー機関絡みで何かを隠していないか、連中は知りたがっていたみたいだ。
そうか。
すまなかった。俺もこんな仕事気が進まなかったんだけどな。
Hey, you got a wife and kid, man.
いや、隠し事をしてたのはお互い様だ。
Just how many things did I fail to tell him?
表に出たら気をつけろ。本当は俺も一緒に行ってやりたいが、家に待たせてる奴がいるんだな。
マサ。
アセンブラ流出事件で俺たちは一度全てを失った。空もあの事件以来行方不明。状況から言って亡くなったのは間違いない。
Do they really want me to think that Sora's not dead? Just because they you know, they talked about Ku and Sora having a link? Masa closes his eyes tight. Just how much time had passed since then. He's so easily recognizable as Masa, but I can feel the weight of the past few years just by looking at him.
流出の原因もわからないままドレクスラー機関は何の処罰も受けずあの事件以来ずっと逃げ回っている頑張れよこうお前は記憶も失ったのにたった二人でアナンを失脚させたんだきっとお前なら全てを暴き出してくれるに違いないこう振り向くな前に進めみんなの分まで
He then falls silent.
ゴーさんそろそろ離脱しましょう
分かっている
Alright, after this, I'm gonna be ending the episode. There we go. Okay, this is definitely my first long episode for sure, but definitely quite enjoyable. This chapter was pretty intense. Lots of fights back to back to back. And then we meet with Father Gregory again. Father Gregory so far is definitely one of my favorite characters, guys. Because even though he is evil, I don't know. I feel like there's probably meaning behind what he's doing. At least I hope there is. If he's just evil for the sake of being evil, then that is kind of a lazy villain, right? But there must be a reason why he's doing what he's doing, right? And it'll be pretty interesting knowing his reasons once we get to that point. But yeah, this was a pretty intense session for sure, and recording for this long is definitely something that I haven't done in quite a while, considering how Amayui has been pretty much a disappointment. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. YouTube members will be getting these early access but nothing uncensored. But no need to worry, guys. You're just missing like what, Rain's boobs so far. I really don't know where they're gonna put the 8 scenes. Maybe at the very end of the routes. We'll see. But so far, I am liking the fact that they don't just put 8 scenes like willy-nilly in like in some other like eroges do, which is kind of breaking the pacing. So I appreciate that. Also, for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's gonna be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. See ya!